Hello everybody and welcome to MUGS February meeting. We are live and ready to have people join us and talk all things LEGO. Happy Valentine's to everyone who is celebrating the mass commercial event that is Valentine's Day. It is February 14th. And yeah, this is our first official MUGS meeting of the year. Welcome. Hello, Brickles. You're more than welcome to join us in the chat. I will post a link to this StreamYard in the chat if anyone wants to join us and talk all things LEGO. I'm hoping everyone's building some LEGO flowers today or has been spoiled and is ready to celebrate all things love. There's quite a few interesting LEGO Valentine's sets or love-themed sets on the LEGO store at the moment. If people are so inclined to purchase a last-minute LEGO set, I guess, at this stage. Let me just see if I can find the link for it. And I'll share my screen. If anyone wants to join me in the chat or on screen, more than welcome to as well. So I don't know if anyone's sort of realized that the LEGO store sorts by seasonal products for some, or not for some reason, but because it's Chinese New Year as well. Happy Chinese New Year to everybody who celebrates that as well. They've got the Monkey Kid sets in here, but you can also, if you scroll down, they've got a couple of Valentine sets, like the little bear, which is a lovely Valentine's bear. And they have flowers. The flowers I don't think are listed as seasonal. But that's where they've got all the Christmas stuff as well. The Chinese New Year sets. Even the Easter Bunny set, which is quite cute. So if you're after a couple of interesting Valentine's-y sort of builds, that's where you can go. I started building myself the flowers sets and have only built the roses and the little white things so far. Hi, Ben.
Hey.
Welcome.
Oh, hello, I am here.
Excellent. Hi, Donna and Emma. How you doing?
Pretty good, thanks.
Oh, you're a bit far away. We can
Not sure how well the microphone's going to work unless I remember to pick this thing up.
That works a lot better.
Unless you get a piece of duct tape, mind you, and tape it directly. That's how they.
Yeah.
That could work.
It works fine when I do that, which is what it's intended for. But that means Emma can't say anything. So stick it on the table, do my best.
Yeah, no worries. How you all doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Have you been building anything interesting over the last couple of months? It feels like it's been a while since we've had a meeting, but it's only been December and we had Brickvention last month. Oh. Rickles is loving your shirt, Donna.
Yeah, one of my pride and joys, along with my poor old hat, which has seen a few too many years in the outdoors.
I've actually been building probably too much.
Oh, yeah? Hi, Matthew.
Hello.
What have you been building, Ben?
I've actually built four separate mocks in the last weeks or so.
Okay.
Since the last meeting. I'll start with the first one. This one I've been working on for some bit of time because I wanted to get one in my police fleet. This is what Vic Pole's Lenko Bearcat.
Okay.
It's basically what Vic Pole has this one which belongs to Special Operations, the Special Operations group. So this is I think it's about 9 tons. It's a very heavy vehicle, bulletproof, and yeah. So we've got suspension using a very simpler technique I actually found on YouTube. So it actually does that. It's as well as, and then of course I've used some side brakes to try and keep the Whatsit on the sides because they have mini glass there as well.
Okay.
And on the top we have a rotate the little gun turret / access point.
Accurate to the Vic
Yeah,
police
the Bearcats do have them, and you can rotate it. It's just that you have to take up this whole bricks and slide them over, because I haven't figured out a way to do that without that. But on the back, this was probably one of the hardest ones to do. It's got the sliding doors, because the doors open.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna sorry. I'm just gonna share my screen. So this is the truck you're trying to make, right? The Bearcat?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually really accurate. You've done a really good job.
Yeah. Those are so yeah, of course, you've even got the little the ram bars, which you go over the top of in case for situations that don't know why, but they've got them on there.
Yeah, that's like the security grid thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And then that's that. And I've also designed it so these just can fold fully out of the way. Like, not... Yeah. The real one can't do this. It's just because I thought practicalities just makes it very... just bigger for human hands. So I'll show you some of the equipment I've got on there. So we've got these rake style things that they've used. I've seen firefighters use them as well. So what their use is, so they can break into stuff that's actually higher than, if it's a dangerous situation, they can actually break into it.
Okay.
Because without putting themselves at the risk. And 2 little riot shields. There's the bulletproof style.
Okay.
They've got 2 of those in there.
Help them?
Yeah, I'll just go get them. Of course, I'll just grab the roof. Actually, comes off, keeping the original style Lego one. I'll just grab this guy.
Yeah.
So we've got, this is one of them. This is sort of my version of special operations group.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a rifle or anything equipped, so he can hold. The minifigures actually can hold the shield.
Yep.
Using the little brick connection there and a claw, they can actually hold it.
Yep.
As well as have their optional extra equipment.
Okay. Awesome.
Then there's 2 others. There's another one. I think after that one, I'll show this one next. Everyone probably knows what one of these things are. I've done tried to do one of the bushfire helicopters.
Okay. Yeah.
Which are actually...
That's really cool.
It's the model, the actual one is actually a Sikorsky heli crane. That was its base model. And then Ericsson, which was a separate company, modified it to be firefighting, basically. So, of course, we've got the famous suction, the little hose down there.
Yeah.
That's where it actually drops the water out of. That little white nozzle back there.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this one was I actually haven't cut any bricks up in there. I've actually managed... This whole thing is actually that whole it's the simple ones goes through the whole entire back.
Okay.
So hides it quite nicely. And no, I don't. It's not meant to be Elvis. It's just a random one.
Okay.
Because Elvis was probably one of the most notable firefighting helicopters out there.
Awesome.
I've also got 2 more.
I'm just going to add a couple of people to the stream. Sorry, just a sec. Hi, Josh.
Hey on, mate.
Just as you're getting. Hi, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Hi, Annie. I'm not sure.
Hello.
If
I might go for 2 seconds, but it'll be on in a second.
Okay, no worries. How's everyone? How you doing?
Good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. Just getting back into the swing of things, I guess. Yeah. Are you building anything or working on anything today?
Just trying to have it line up at the moment.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm. How you doing, Annie?
I'm good. It's the children are making noise in the background, so if I need to mute my microphone, I will do that.
Yeah, no worries.
How is everybody? Enjoying Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just another day, really.
I call it the anniversary of me getting my license.
Oh.
It's the only relevance it's ever had.
Yeah.
I think it's my parents-in-law's wedding anniversary today.
I feel tomorrow is more important. We're at half-price chocolate day.
Half-price chocolate day.
It's the only reason to celebrate, right?
Yep.
So, lockdown 3. Everyone coping okay so far?
It's okay.
At least we've got some Lego this time.
Sorry?
At least we've got some Lego to build this time. Hallmark holiday. So Anne just said it's a Hallmark holiday, but I think some of the Hallmark holidays are the best holidays because they have the best parties and there's no like overarching, I don't know, ceremony or anything that has to be involved. Like I love Halloween and Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and Father's Day and all of those days that are just for the sake of being days.
Yeah.
Like days of days.
Important
days.
Celebrate the day, yeah.
How do we create a proper Lego day for everything is specifically about Lego?
Isn't that Brickvention?
But that's a whole weekend. It's a separate day as well. Hi, Granny G. Like a Valentine's Day, but specifically Lego.
Okay.
Lego appreciate. Yeah.
Day. Yeah, National Lego Day is the 28th of January.
That's Lego's birthday, but do we actually
No, it's
celebrate?
actually called National Lego Day. According to Wikipedia and stuff, it's ever since the 1949 in Denmark, it's been celebrated as National Lego Day.
Okay, so we need to do some research about the celebrations that happen in Denmark, and then we need to replicate them in Australia.
I think so.
Yes.
Is that when we go knock on doors and get Lego?
Yes.
That would be interesting.
And
We have to give Lego to all of our friends and family.
I think it's a good idea.
But
Yep.
Matthew, are you building anything at the moment?
Not at the moment. After Brickvention, I started building a few sets that I had just sitting in the wardrobe for a few years. They hadn't quite gotten to, so I thought,
working on the Island game.
working on the backlog.
What have you been building then? What old sets have you tackled?
Well, here's a bit of a clue. Two and a half decade old stickers.
Hold on, I'm going to put you on full screen. Okay, who can guess the set by that? Don't tell anyone. If anyone in the comments can guess the set, I have a feeling I might know.
I feel like it's Lego Movie.
I was gonna go with something from Lone Ranger.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe Pirates of the Caribbean.
Are we
maybe.
close? Are we close? Or is it even Toy Story?
It's
Definitely
a
looks
bit
Western.
bit older than that.
A bit older than that. Ooh.
We've got a winner in the
Western.
chat.
Okay.
It's an old Wild West set
Hmm.
from the mid-90s.
Suzanne picked it.
Awesome.
Someone picked it, yeah.
No, I got it.
Yeah, so I bought that from Paul a few years back, and he sort of gave me the proviso that I had to build it rather than just leave it mint in box. So got there eventually. Glad you've muted yourself.
That helps. Yeah. I'm actually gone through the stage of I'm now going through some of my sets and pulling out the minifigs and selling the sets because I just don't have room for them.
Yeah.
So just yeah.
Yeah. At the moment, that's just sitting on my table here, and when I get to wanting to sort or build, I'm going to have to find another spot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. The amount of room.
It certainly take up a lot less room when they're just sitting in a box in a cupboard, but it sort of defeats the purpose of having them.
No. You see like the background behind me and all the sets that I have there? That is piled. To my left, I have a pile of boxes, and they actually fell into my walkway, so I couldn't get out of my room until I had to clean up. It's not good. That's why I've sort of started actually starting to look hard at selling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, not to worry.
Say hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We're on homeschool now. Lockdown. And what did you make this morning? What did you make in the oven? Meringues. So I'm going to go and finish making meringues and watch from the background. So nice to see everybody.
Yeah, good to see you, Annie.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Anyone excited for anything new that's coming out soon? Has anyone got any new sets? Like the blacksmith set? Did anyone get the blacksmith set? No?
I got the blacksmith. I haven't got around to building it yet, though.
Yeah. I've got it too. I haven't built it. I was lucky enough to order I was lucky enough to order quite a few of the minifigs from Bricks and Pieces. So I have a army of knights, the Black Falcon knights coming from Bricks and Pieces soon. So that would be helpful.
Although I got the new Mando, which was good. The Beskar variant of the Mando.
The which one, sir?
Beskar variant.
The what?
The silver one. Because if you've watched Mandalorian, the silver one, they did their official silver one.
Okay.
Which was got that
That's
one.
The little set, right? That came in.
Yeah. And I kind of made the mistake of ordering it from Lego themselves.
Yeah, that's right. Hi, Veronica.
Because I got
Hi.
a bit expensive.
Yeah.
I got it anyway. As well as did get the new prisoner transport from the new city police line, which was it's an interesting build. Because it was interesting that That was a good. It was an okay build, I would say.
Yeah.
And of course, you have to have your questionably legal criminals' cars, because criminals don't really care for road rules because they're criminals.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there actually? Yeah, I still. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, some of the other build actually 2 other mocks, which were they're actually based off real crafts, vehicles crafts. They're actually airborne vehicles. But so this first one I've got here is a Hawker Siddeley Harrier. So basically, what these were.
On the full screen so we can see it.
Yep. So basically, what these are was they're a retired craft now, but so basically, what they were was one of the first variants of a VTOL craft, which is a vertical takeoff or landing. So it's basically what it was. It had the ability of a plane, but it could land like a helicopter. So I'll show you. I've added on here. We've got the four jets that will fold up when it's landing or taking off. And there goes one of the tanks. So as you can see there, they would fire on each side instead to keep the plane hovering rather than
Okay.
so it would hover like that, as well as the other interesting feature about these were that since they were so small, I'm just going to fix them. Yeah, there we go. The tank. They were a smaller craft. They actually had the ability to land on roads if they had to. So when, of course, got the fighter pilot, which of course is police, and is and I'm still questioning that part. If that's really, I guess that could be associated with military, but Lego made it, so it's bonus. So then the other thing about them were that they have. I've also added a little, by the way. This little thing is the heat camera.
Okay.
They have a heat camera. Put one on there.
Yeah.
And of course, the last thing on this one is down on the base here, because this was one of an actual set. We've actually, yeah, correct. Yeah, that was actually correct. They used I know what that one was. It wasn't a Hawker Siddeley Harrier. That was a Harrier jump jet that went after the Hawker Siddeley Harrier. Basically the same craft, just a bit updated and
cool.
But anyway, so the other cool thing about them was, since this was based off I think it's 2019 Sky Police plane.
Yep.
The original one had a hook in there. So what I've done is I've covered the hole in it, but if you take off these parts, that stores the landing gear.
Okay.
So that actually holds the landing gear in place. So you can put down the landing gear, which
cool.
they're an interesting craft in that sense, because that they are not the big. So they, as you can see, they've got and they have the ones on the tips of the wings as well. So that's what it looks like when they're properly landed. They've got
cool.
As well as, and I thought may as well have. I've given it rockets, but because I'm not sure why a police plane would have rockets. I'm just saying it could be that because there's a new type of technology that's coming out called an EMP pulse, which they're designed. They're a non-lethal alternative to a missile. Instead of exploding on impact, it actually releases an electricity blast. which will shut off anything electric in the vicinity.
Yeah.
So it can take out cars. It could technically, if you wanted to, you could fire it off the plane, and it could take down a suspect's vehicle without using a spike strip, which has its own risks. Because usually, if you want to deploy a spike strip, usually the police you have to throw it out there in the middle of a road, and that's dangerous. But yeah, these probably. I think they're trialing that in some places, using EMP pulses instead of, because theoretically, the last.
See you later, Pickles.
See ya. This is the last one I've worked on. This is a big one.
Okay.
So I had it originally designed. I think I may have shown it on a previous MUGS meeting, but I've redone it all. This monstrosity is a Sea King. Probably going to need to put full screen so I can actually see, because I can very vaguely see what.
We'll give you a couple of minutes, and we've got a couple of other people waiting in the background. So yeah,
this should only take maybe even like 2-3 minutes. So this is a, as I said, Sea King. They were a tied military again, but they're primarily now used in search and rescue and stuff. So first we have a spotlight down the base of it, because, well, search and rescue requires that. Deployable landing gear goes down, so that will fold up there. And the good thing about these ones were that since they actually have airbags along the side of them, so they could actually land in water. So that gave them a bit of an advantage, that they could do water rescues directly from the water rather than deploying a winch. So on this side, we have the ladder, the cockpit entrance. As you can see, I've used there you go. That folds out to reveal a little bit of a cockpit and stairs to get into the cockpit.
Okay.
Sliding doors. Yeah.
Oh, we're losing you, I think.
There's a actual thought. Yeah, I'll go collect that part in a minute. But as well as having having the five blades that I've designed so they can actually fold down. Show you, it can be packed up relatively quickly. And there goes another blade. I'll collect that in a minute. Yeah, I'm still working on the blades. Do fly off relatively easily. You know, I'm just gonna. Then last thing, because I've also done the interior redone. So the good thing about since they're military, I'm trying to make this as short as I can. They had to have the ability to fold the tail. So this right here, that slides back. That rotates back here.
Okay.
That gives this. I have to get the blades right. That folds this whole section back in. So the whole back blades fold, the tail folds in using hinge bricks. Then the last thing, I've redone the whole entire interior. It's hopefully you can get a look in there. Got the stretcher, sonar, and some more control panels.
Cool.
That's
Looks
it.
really cool.
I'm just
gonna add a couple more people in. I've got 4 people in the green room, so we might need to swap a couple of people in and out.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go find those parts that get flying off, so you can.
All right,
you can drop me out for a minute or two.
Swap you out then. Yeah. Thanks. Hi, Greg. Oh, you're on mute, Greg. Someone's got the YouTube playing in the background, and it's causing an echo, I think. And I will add. Hi, Fleur.
Wait.
Hi. How's it going?
Wait, drop us out. We're just observers. It's our first meeting, so we figured we'd just come along and have a look.
Okay, no worries.
So throw us out and everything, and let somebody else who's a regular in.
Sure, no worries. I'll put you in the green room and just wave if you want to say anything or anything. Cool. Hey,
I was going to say you can take me out because I've got it on telly if you want. See, look.
That's right. Oh, it's probably where the feedback's coming from.
He burped.
It was so loud.
Sorry. Hi, Fleur. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, Claire.
Hi.
How's things? What's happening? What's news?
I'm sitting in a pile of about 20,000 pieces that have to be sorted. So that's fun.
You need to join the Sort Lug stream that happens on a Friday night. Suan used to.
I didn't.
There's
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Suan's posted about it a couple of times. People just log on to a Zoom and sit there and sort and talk Lego. So
Yeah, I should be doing that. But my husband did help me yesterday, so that was amazing.
And your cat.
And my cat, yeah. My cat's always really helpful. Comes and sits in the middle of the pile, just really helpful. But yes, just trying to get through the sorting so I can start a new mock. I've got a lot of stuff that's just arrived to make a new mock. So but I don't feel like I have creative headspace for that mock right now. Yeah.
What's the mock gonna be?
I'm doing the Winter Garden, which is in the Auckland Domain in New Zealand, and so it's kind of like a greenhouse, but it's really beautiful. It's an amazing building, so I thought I would try and mock that. So
okay, awesome. Sounds really cool.
yeah.
Trying to think. I went to Auckland a few years back. I'm not sure I got to that place.
It's in the Domain near the museum. It's stunning. It's really a really challenging building to mock though, because it's got a glass roof that's curved. So finding the right parts to brick bend for it's interesting. But yeah, that's my
have you
next
seen
little
like
project.
the using the net to build carpety like wavy effect?
Yeah, I have seen that, and that's a possibility. Yeah.
So many options, I guess.
Yeah, and I also kind of want to incorporate train track on the roof to do like a pergola using train track and having greenery coming down from it. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, so I've got lots of greenery that's just arrived, and I'm gonna hit up Wade for some more. But
You
yeah.
have lots of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
you have a bit, don't you? What's everyone else up to?
Yeah.
Well, there's a delay, isn't there?
There is a little bit of delay. Someone seems to have the stream on in the background, which is causing a little bit of noise.
Yeah, I can
That'll
hear
be
myself, but like a few minutes later.
It's all right. Take me out. I'll go watch it on telly.
Okay, no worries. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, gorgeous.
Bye.
Hey, Josh, we're adding you back in.
You're back.
Hey.
Yeah. So, Mark, what are you working on?
Hello. I'm just sorting through some pick-a-brick cups I got recently, and I found my collection of hearts.
Aww.
So they had them on the pick-a-brick wall. So I've got a few handfuls of these.
Does that mean you're going to enter the?
I don't know what I'm going to do with them exactly. Pardon?
Does that mean you're going to enter the monthly mock competition?
Probably not, because that was falling in love with mugs, and I don't have any actual mugs. I've just got hearts. So,
well, this is where you can build a mug. Come on,
that's a bit cliche, isn't it?
be creative. I don't know. So for anyone who's playing at home and watching and streaming and commenting, the monthly mock competition is Falling in Love with Mugs, or Love in General, I guess. We'll extend it to love in general if people are struggling with that idea. So you just need to send a photo to the ambassador@brickventures.com address, and yeah, send a couple of photos or a photo, and we'll put a poll up sometime this afternoon with the winners, the entries, and you could win a prize. So yeah.
Ah, very good.
We need some entries. Come on. Everyone
Love in
needs
general changes things.
right.
I hear Travis.
We'll
Travis has got a special one for that topic. It maybe not fit for public viewing though. It stays in a little box that only 18 plus are allowed to look at. So,
okay.
So that may not be suitable. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
There was some not not appropriate comments added. Had some discussions on that earlier in the week about. Anyway, no. Okay, Suan is working on an entry. Excellent.
Mhm.
Okay. On stream. So, any exciting news or anything that's been happening? Anyone building anything interesting, or is anyone working for something for Bendigo Bricks show? I see that Bendigo Bricks is doing their first show in over a year.
Yeah. So I did.
Yeah.
I did a main. I've done a main display. I did that about 6 months ago. But
Okay.
there's actually a group. There's a group Lego Tower build. So if you remember the Lego Tower game, the computer game that was.
Oh yeah.
Sort of. Yeah. People were playing that about a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm organising for everyone to build a if you're going to Bendigo Bricks to build a level. So if you're in the Bendigo Bricks exhibitor group, there's actually instructions for a blank level. And you can follow the instructions to make a shell and then fill it with whatever scene you want. And we're going to make a great big tower of all the different participants. And I think we're up to about at least 30, 40 levels at the moment. So it should be very cool.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to be involved in that.
Thinking of displaying apart from Michael? Bendigo Bricks?
Yeah, I've contemplated it. There's a couple of scout camps around at the same time, so I'm not sure just how available I'm going to be. So,
okay,
I'm either potentially going to be able to bring something along. Like I might bring along the thing that I built for a Brickvention, those brick sketches of wrestlers, and potentially something else. But it's a little up in the air. Otherwise, I'll probably just pop in for the Sunday to see what everyone else has.
I think I'm going to go be in WA over that period, so I'm not sure I'll be around to exhibit, unfortunately. But yeah, it looks like a good event, and it's the first official Lego event in this year, I think, like a physical event. And they're doing proper social distancing with the COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything. So they're doing it really well, and it's going to be really, really good event. So if you're missing out on your fix of exhibiting, you should definitely apply or talk to join the Bendigo Bricks group and have a look for the post. And I think I'd say
get in fast because they've got a limited space this year, and if you're interested in doing it, definitely get your application in as soon as you can, I'd say.
Okay. I think Michael Peebles, if you're watching and want to come in and talk about Bendigo Bricks more, you're more than welcome to join us. I'm only going off what I've seen in the posts, not being an exhibitor this year. So apparently they have a huge venue. 2,000 plus square meters, so plenty of room for people to socially distance.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm sure
We'll get in early anyway.
Yes, get in early. Yeah.
Just so you can actually be part of the action.
You're going to display?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put an application to display Flinders Street that I put in for Brickvention online. Only because it's the only thing I really have that's finished.
There's still like 3 months to it.
And I've never exhibited in person, like only online. So I thought that'd be a really good opportunity to do it. So yes, hopefully it gets accepted. And then I just have to work out how on earth to transport it there. Like, I mean, obviously in a car, but I'm not sure how to get it there without it breaking.
Yeah, that's always the hard part with mock transport. A lot of people tend to go to Bunnings and build a box out of wood and just like make a box to fit the mock. So that's
pretty much what I'd have to do, because it's like 1.3 meters by 80 centimeters, so it's quite big. So yeah,
you'll Heston be able to live with it for the weekend.
He'll be with Daddy for the weekend, and I'll probably, if it all happens, I'll stay the night in Bendigo.
He's got to come and look at the Lego as well, right?
He would probably bring him on the second day, I think, but otherwise, if he comes on the first day, he'll just want to stay with me the whole day, and that would be chaos and not that relaxing. So, yeah. But hopefully it all happens, because I think it'd be really fun, and Michael said it's a very welcoming group, Michael Peebles. So I was like, sounds good. Yeah.
No, it's a really good event. A lot of fun. And usually there's some accommodation just near the venue, right? That everyone sort of stays at.
Oh yeah, cool.
Isn't there like? Am I thinking of the right event? I don't know.
There's actually Michael Peebles is organising some accommodation, I believe. So he's actually just asked me for the link, so I'm going to send him the link so he can join in and give you all these details.
Yeah, cool.
I've pinged him. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Can you message him?
I can. Peebles. He's actually just messaged me.
Someone said it'd be fun to take a train station on the train. Yeah, I can't even fathom how I'd get that on a metro, on a V-line train and rock my way.
Trust it. Yeah. So we've got a couple more people in the green room. So is anyone okay to swap out?
I'll pop out for a bit. Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Good to see everyone.
All right. Thank you. Hey, Kale.
Hey, how you all doing?
Hello.
How's things?
Good. Just getting some sorting done, you know?
Everyone seems to be sorting today, it seems.
Oh, mate. I've done like 50 kilos in the last week, and there's only like another 100 to do, and then I've got it all sorted.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Well, I use these 10-litre tubs to track, and so that makes it kind of easy to know how much I have or haven't, and yes, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It adds up, doesn't it?
It does, very quickly. Yeah. Fleur, you were talking about mock transport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So does it break down into different little sections?
No, it does not.
Okay, well, that's going to be a problem for you then.
Yeah. No,
okay. And what was it? It was 6 foot by...
Greg, do you mind if I swap you out for a minute?
It's...
Do you mind if I swap you out, Greg?
Yeah, go nuts.
Cool.
It's about 1.4 meters by 80 centimeters, so it'll fit in the back of my husband's car. But it folds, like it folds one way because it's hinged all down a side, but it's just not easy to take it apart.
Yeah.
So I think I'll have to like custom make a box and then put pillows all around it or something, so that, you know, if my driving's not amazing, it won't slide all over the place.
Well, there are a few options, and I was going to suggest if it's at that size and you can't make it modular, put a door or similar under it. So head off to Bunnings, get a big sheet of wood. A lot of Bunnings can already custom cut to fit the right size. That means you've got something solid to slide underneath, and you can get one person on one end and one person on the other end. And you're right, your next issue is making sure it all stays in place and survives the journey. Glad wrap is probably your best option. Just get a big roll of Glad wrap and wrap it to that board. You know, just go both ways.
Yeah.
And that way, it might break a little bit, but at least all the parts will be contained and not all over your car.
Yeah, cool.
And if you've got two people, you're going to be fine. The other thing I quite often do is use cut-up cardboard boxes and sticky tape. I've got the luxury of having a trailer, so I can just kind of slide everything in flat, and then, you know, that's fine. So as long as it's in that, you know, a cardboard box kind of cut to the size of the base, and then sticky taped around, you're fine. Once you want to start stacking, that introduces a new set of problems.
No stacking, you know, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely get a solid board to slide underneath. Otherwise, things are going to buckle and bow, and then you're picking up pieces.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll make for an interesting exhibition. It'll just be a whole lot of bits of Flinders Street all over the place. And me frantically trying to make it look like a good mock.
There has been many with people reassembling their mocks on roll-in day, bump-in day, because it's all part in the travel.
Yeah.
So, I would also suggest ahead of time that you think about how much it weighs. Because is it easy enough for two people to carry or not?
Yeah, it's not that heavy. I just need to probably at the other end I'll need to employ another person to help me. I'll like bribe someone with Red Rooster, I think, is the way to do it. So
no, there'll always be somebody who's willing to help.
Someone who has the trailer going.
Yeah.
I might be going. I haven't fully figured it out yet. I was a little bit more enthusiastic at the beginning of last week, and we're in lockdown. So
sucks.
Yeah.
Do you like Red Rooster though, Kale? Do you like Red Rooster? Can you be bribed with Red Rooster?
No, seriously, there's always somebody who's more than willing to help, because it goes both ways, you know. And I'd quite happily help, you know. If I was there before you, of course I would, of course. You know, I'm a big, strong, fit man. What are these muscles for? What do I work out for otherwise? You know?
Groovy. Yeah, but fingers crossed it will happen, because lockdown's pretty depressing.
Yeah, it'll happen. Of course it will happen.
Yeah. Oh.
The Duplo fences. The Duplo fences. I ran across them again today. It's just taunting me to remind me
of
a mistake I once made.
People seem to have cropped out.
In ordering. But, yeah, they're just...
How you doing, Greg?
Yeah, not bad, you know, just editing a photo.
Editing a photo. Is that for our mock competition? Are you entering our mock competition?
Well,
what's a mock competition?
No, it's not really a mock. It's basically two minifigures and a love heart I made in the background. So
are you entering it into our mock competition? We need entries into our mock competition. So anyone who is wanting to enter the mock comp, it's love with mugs is the official theme, but we'll let it slide if it's just love in general. So
what was the theme?
Falling in love with mugs, officially. You know, because we were meant to be like meeting back at the base plate this month, and the whole idea was come along to Mugs and fall in love. So no spoilers, Greg. No spoilers. If you're going to enter it into our mock comp, you've got to email it in, and we're not allowed to know who it is.
Oh, okay. Forget everything you just saw.
Yeah. You saw nothing. This is not the competition entry you're looking for.
Yeah. If anyone wants to enter, just needs to come through to ambassador@brickventures.com by 4 p.m. today, and a poll will be put up in the MUGS group, and people will have the option of voting and picking their winner.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the same as Kale. I was, like, ooh, and then lockdown for Bendigo Brit. It's like, oh, are we going to be out by then?
Yeah.
All back in.
Back in.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I've told a few people about this. I don't know if anyone. Where are we? I don't know if anyone's ever listened to my podcast, but I've talked about the penguin race many a time.
Ah, yes.
Let's see if it works.
Ooh.
Oh, this is cool.
It's like that old penguin game that there used to be like a toy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
I like it.
Here we go.
Do they that bit? Is that a minifig or is it a brick penguin?
Hang on. Sometimes it works brilliantly. Brick built.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried with the little penguin.
Yeah.
Oh wow, one actually did start going up. But yeah, it didn't want to stay upright, so I will build it with the brick built one. And sometimes it works brilliantly. Like they'll just keep going around and around, and they'll go directly up. And then other times,
that's really cool. Are you going to expand it and do like other aquatic animals, like on Arctic animals, maybe? Like polar bears going up soon?
I'll have a crack. I'll
give
it a go.
Like,
Meeting.
I was going to say, I've got to get this thing to run without blowing up. The amount of times I've had it going, and I'm like, it's going great, and it's like an hour in, and then it's like...
And as soon as you put the camera on it, it starts messing up.
Yeah.
First gear should be one of the little white Technic gears. You've done that, right? Because that way, if anything seizes, the white gear kind of doesn't explode.
Oh, no, I have not, and I know the gear, and I think I've got one of them. Yes, okay.
The friction
they're meant
ones
to slip. Yeah, they're meant to slip.
Yeah. So if there's too much pressure on it, it's going. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's worth a try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that one a squeeze there.
Stops motors seizing, for instance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got to drop out. I'll be back later. See you guys.
Okay. No worries. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Hi, Jocelyn. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button. Hi. Hi, Jocelyn.
Hi, how you going?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
Seriously.
I think this is my first time coming to one of the meetings. I've seen it, like I've watched a few on YouTube. Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome.
Thanks.
How are you finding this online thing? First meeting and everything.
Old hat. I've still been working this year and basically doing everything online. So yeah, it's pretty.
Used to online stuff now. Yeah.
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 It's more of a shock seeing people in person.
I was really getting excited to meet people in person sometime in the next couple of weeks, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe next month. We'll see. Are you building anything today?
I am. I have actually. I don't know if you can see. I'm working on the base of my new dream home. So you can see in the background, I had actually built it and sort of had all bits and pieces, but then I didn't like the way that I'd done because it changes angles, and I'd done a split in the middle of it, and I'm like, nah, I hate it. So now I've just got it, and I've got rough edges because none of the angles are none of the angled plates that I have are the right angle. So,
so more
rebuilding the base and then I'll build up again.
Fair enough. I understand. Are you getting ready to display it somewhere?
Well, I was thinking I did put into display at Bendigo, but I think I'll probably like last year, what I did with lockdown was build a dream home, and then this is Dream Home Mark II. So I still have the first one. I did put it in Brickventure Online, so I was thinking of doing that one because it is finished. I mean, there's always more you can kind of do on it, but whereas this one, I'm like, that might be a bit of a tall order.
You'll get there. Like, as I said to Fleur earlier in the week, the most Brickvention displays get finished in the last day before Brickvention, and sometimes even on Bumpin, you're doing the final touches. I think last year I had 4 people ask for parts for me to bring parts on Bumpin Day to finish that mock set. So you got time, plenty of time.
Yeah, but I kind of didn't want to rush it as well. So yeah.
Fair. Got 5 days lockdown. That's enough.
Yeah.
Michael's been trying to join, but his connection keeps dropping out. So, Michael, we might get you to put a post in MUGS about Indigo Bricks as well. Just to promote it a bit, and that way they can ask questions. Or if you've got any questions in the chat, you can feel free to ask them here, and we can get Michael to respond via Messenger or in the MUGS group. That should be okay. I hear a lot of sorting happening. Lots of noise, clicking and stuff.
Wait, I've got to jump out to do a bit of parenting. So I'll try and watch in the YouTube for the rest of the time while I pretend to go. All right, but it's nice to see everyone, and we'll chat soon. Okay. Cool.
Good to see you, Fleur.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Hey Matthew,
I'm back. Sorry, I was partially waving goodbye to Fleur. So I'm just clearing some room beside me so I can do some sorting in a little bit.
Nice.
Is anyone building today?
Everyone seems to be sorting. Yeah.
It's got to be done.
Building a photo.
So in the past, Wade, you've muted yourself again.
I've just been sent a video by Michael, and I'm hoping I'm not going to get in trouble for sharing it, but I'm going to share it. And he said it's a teaser for Bendigo Bricks, so I'm going to play it, and you see it here first. The first teaser. It's a teaser for Bendigo Bricks. Can anyone guess what it is? And remember, if you know what it is, don't give us spoilers.
Looks like a Stargate.
Stargate. Yep, that's it. That's the teaser. It's repeating itself. Anyone? No idea? I'm a bit worried he's got a mallet sitting on the bench. That seems.
You kind of need them when you build at that scale, though. As long as it's a rubber mallet.
Yeah, true. So, that's the teaser for Bendigo Bricks. Hot off the press. I'm sure Michael will give us some hints. And it'll all be revealed on the day. I'm sure. Sorry, just 2 seconds.
Greg, I was going to say earlier with your penguin, with your penguin race. My memories from childhood are of the penguins always falling over anyway. So you're building it, building it.
Accurate, nice.
Yeah.
Did it ever explode on you?
Actually, it may have. Yeah. The return race, I think that snapped fairly quickly.
Yeah. I wanted to actually have like a slide going down, like actually, they built it like that, but it would have ended up being.
Yeah.
Massive.
I was going to say, I seem to remember it having like a really long slide. I'm just doing a Google of the penguin race. It's meant to be like a really big slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
So
my initial
now I'm mildly disappointed in you. You're not having a big slide.
I had the several like the different sorts of slides.
Yep.
Like the pieces, but they're all way too steep, and so it was just so big. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't do.
Have you seen the Friends water park piece? The tube.
The full tube. I've seen.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I haven't seen it in life, like in real life, but I've seen it on a packet.
That might work, maybe.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I've got to get the stepper to actually be a lot more vertical. I've got to try and figure out how to actually replicate the vertical stepper and actually have it work properly.
Okay. Sorry.
It's way too,
Hale, I've just muted you because your sorting is quite loud. So if you're talking...
I can still
yeah, I muted you because we could hear the clicking and sorting and people are commenting. Yeah.
But yeah, I've just got to get that stepper right. Otherwise it's going to be a good 6 foot something.
Greg, there's a request to turn up your mic a bit as well.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
I can hear you, but the people seem
How's that?
That's better.
There you go. Brilliant.
Yeah, you're in the living room now.
I'm in the living room. Hello. You just want to hear the deep tones and the richness of the Don't Smoke Kids.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thing. And I'll probably take my Batmobile as well.
Okay. Cool.
One up next to the Ford. It's of the new Batmobile.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I have one more teaser from Michael that I'm allowed to display. So I have no idea what this is going to be, but apparently it's a plate with 2 studs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas, anyone? There should be a prize for people guessing what it is, if they don't already know.
Giant medium blue plate with 2 studs.
I don't know. You have to go to Bendigo Bricks to find out.
Mm-hmm.
We have Hannah in the background. Would anyone like to sub out for a little bit? And we'll...
I'm happy to jump out. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to updates. Hey, Hannah.
Hello.
Welcome.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good. It's the first time I've been able to join one of these, so I thought I'd check it out and see what goes on. So
we talk Lego and people sort at the moment and build and talk anything Lego.
Awesome.
Catch up and yeah. Are you building anything today?
I literally just last night finished the Ninjago Gardens mini garden set. So I'm literally just putting all the little minifigures in it.
Okay.
And it's my first ever Ninjago set, and I'm freaking loving it. It's so good. Like, I can't believe I didn't get Ninjago earlier. So
I
just
I
the
honestly
craft in
think some of
it is
the
incredible.
Ninjago sets are really good. They've captured the architecture really well, and yeah, it's been really awesome.
Yeah, it's like
Do you have
it's just
do you have the
incredible.
docks in the city?
Pardon?
Like, you have the other two ones that go with this, like the
No,
Ninjago
this
docks and
is
the
my
Ninjago
first.
city.
This is my first Ninjago set, and I just saw it online, and it just looked incredible, and I loved the colours in it, and I thought, you know what, it's been a tough year. Why not try something new?
Splurge. Why
And
not?
yeah. Well, I mean, usually I can
justify.
justify lots of money when it's a Harry Potter set, because I'm like, but I love Harry Potter and I love Lego. It's a no-brainer. But yeah, this has just opened my eyes up. Like, I don't think I've built so many triangular like architecture before, and just the way they've used different parts in it's just incredible. Like, one of the little roofs is made out of cleavers.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you can see this one down here. It's literally just slotted on cleavers, like knives.
Okay.
There's another roof that's made up of the tops of treasure chests over here, which I thought was pretty cool. And another one is made out of hot dogs. And I think there's one somewhere that's like upside down jumper plates, which I've lost it because there's so many roofs on this thing. But yeah, it's just incredible. And just the way they've got like the shapes and stuff is just, yeah, I'm blown away by it and I love it. And now I want all of the Ninjago. So, you know, that's going to be an expensive exercise.
I would definitely recommend picking and choosing your Ninjago sets. Because they do the Star Wars thing where they repeat like the Destiny's Bounty. So you've got like 5 different versions of the same set.
Yeah.
And you don't need the little sets because they're like the spin jitsu things and the spin tops and stuff. But they have some really cool dragons and stuff like that. I think, yeah. And it's going to be expensive.
There's a dragon skeleton in this, which is pretty cool.
That's part of the museum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really do want to get it. I've got the other 2. I've built the city, but I haven't built the docks. And yeah, I need to get that one eventually.
Yeah, heartily
I'm waiting
recommend.
for it. Yeah.
It's just been an awesome one to build. So
how long did it take you to build?
I tried to stretch it out because I build too quickly. So it was probably, I think I stretched it out over a week and a half. So I didn't. There was a while there where I'm like, no, I'm going too fast. I've got to stop for a few nights and not do anything.
With the big set like that, I think I built Ninjago Air Temple Jitsu Temple. It had like 15 bags or something, and I built a bag a night on the lead up to Christmas, and that was my limit on how to ration it out and not build too quickly. So.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that. And I'm like, oh, but I just need like just one more bag, you know. It's kind of like the whole just one more episode and then I'll go to bed.
It's that whole binge watching thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really, really bad at it because I could pretty much just build for days, which I did during isolation over Christmas. 14 days of isolation, and there was a lot of Lego built. Luckily, we'd just moved house, so I'd actually dismantled all my Lego sets. And I'm one of those crazies who reverse builds all sets and puts them in nice little numbered Ziploc bags. So when we moved house, I had all these sets, and I'm like, oh, I can build them again. So I tell you what, though, it brings the price per build down, so you get much more value for your Lego doing it that way.
Yeah. Over the past fortnight, we were able to go back to the office, and I work across the road from the district Docklands. They've got a toy world there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was supposed to take me a bit longer than a week and a half, but
yeah,
bought it and had to build it.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop off for a moment and I'm going to add Steve in because he is sitting there looking bored in the green room. Sorry, I'm going to hop off and I'll add Steve in.
You can send me away if you want.
It's all right. Yeah, Steve can say hello.
Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is.
Hello.
How we going?
How you doing, mate?
Morning.
Too bad. Yeah, it's been building, and it's hard to build over here and watch the screen and be interactive. So I thought I'd take a break and jump in. So,
yeah,
how you guys all going? Enjoying Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah.
All the plans went to crud. Yeah.
Are you one of those people, Kale? You're like, oh, hey, yeah, honey, I had heaps of plans for us at lockdown.
No, like I've got ADHD. I have like raging ADHD, right? So like I'm never organized. This year I was. Like I had the gifts were organized. There was going to be dinners. There was going to be, you know, a trip to Triennial. All these kind of gorgeous things, and not one of them can happen. Like the 1 year I am actually organized.
It's the thought that counts, and I had none. So
Yeah.
I don't count.
Well, see, she's usually
Maybe
super
you guys have
organized,
just
and she got me like.
Now I know it was always going to be. This is now the excuse. I've just realised that. Oh no, we can't do anything. It's like this is very convenient. I'm getting an insight here.
I see.
No.
And
Like
Andrews.
I had the presents organised like a month and a half ago, and worse
You can still
than
give
this,
the presents though.
Well, see, worse than this, I got those new roses from the Lego store. Like she hates when I go to the Lego store. They were buried down the bottom of a bag. She went through the bag and found them, and can I build these, Kale? And I'm like, oh my gosh, they were meant to be a Valentine's surprise.
I just want everyone that's showing the hate to Dan Andrews at the moment. He's gotten so many lazy people out of getting in trouble for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
He should be applauded. You know what? There's a lot of hate out there. I'm like,
Andrews didn't have anything planned for Valentine's Day, so he's like, oh my god, guys, we need to go.
I'm with you, Hannah. I'm with you. Totally agree.
Oh, the lengths that some people will go to.
Well, my solution for Valentine's Day is to stay single forever.
Well, I suppose it's.
Is it working out for you?
Occasionally.
Okay.
You still have to buy yourself a present.
I mean, I have managed to stay single forever, but I don't know if it's something I'd recommend everyone try.
It seems a bit of an extreme thing just to get out of Valentine's Day.
Grass is always greener.
Yeah. Most years you can let the partner organise it and it's all fine and well and good. I wouldn't worry too much. It's just nice to have the high ground. She got me like the last minute supermarket special stuff. And usually she's totally the organised one. Yeah. It's nice to have the high ground occasionally.
Day 2 of lockdown, and for Greg and I, it looks more like day 52. We just.
What's that?
I'm saying that the bouffants are a little bit out of whack here, aren't they?
I went and got a haircut a long time ago, just after we came out of the last lockdown. I'd left it like 2 weeks, and I went and got a haircut. And I'm like, okay, can you cut it? Because it was really long. She's like, yeah. And she made it part this way. That's the length difference. So this goes down here. This goes to here. So it's like.
It's not well thought out.
Yeah, no.
I think there's going to be a lot of people who discovered in lockdown that, getting one of those like things is actually a really cheap and useful alternative. And a lot of barbers are going to be out of business.
I'm actually liking WandaVision at the moment, and Quicksilver's
Oh,
hair.
no spoilers.
No. There are no spoilers. Just
Hang on, how far are you up to?
Up and back.
I've only seen like the first 3 episodes, so just be
Okay,
very careful.
Quicksilver's in flashback. Quicksilver's only in flashback.
I'm not giving spoilers, but the hairstyle, just chuck it all back with some gel. I think that's going to come into fashion.
Then I'm in luck.
Yeah, the Clippers. I was ahead of the curve on that one too.
Don't tell me.
No, I
It's half an hour every week. Come on.
Every time
Well,
I
I've
do
been
the
saving them
Clippers,
all up for Valentine's Day, clearly.
Hey, go watch
Romantic evening in.
I was going to say, every time I do the Clippers, people want to fight me, so I don't do the Clippers anymore. Like I've been offered to be stabbed 3 times when I've had clipped hair. I'm like, no.
Oh, okay.
I look too mean.
Beautiful personality you've got there.
I look pretty mean, Clifford. I don't know. Maybe it's not mean enough if they're offering.
They're offering. Would you like to get stabbed? Yes, please.
Greg, you know you get 10% toughness for having a shaved head, right?
What's that?
You get 10% toughness for having a shaved head.
Yeah, you do.
You get minus 10%. Did you know that?
I mind it. Okay, sweet.
Not sure I could rock the shaved head look, just quietly.
I don't know. I think you'd be pretty intimidating, Hannah.
Be in for all of us soon.
Hey, I could actually be intimidating now. You don't know.
Yep.
Like this mean phase. See?
I'm sure you
Intimidating.
could, but I'm not sure I could be intimidated. So it kind of balances out in the middle somewhere.
17 years of marriage, I'm not intimidated by anybody except the person that lives here. Only one that scares me.
I could take her. Don't tell her I said that.
I'll be telling her.
Why are you
Is that yours or mine?
Why would you even need to think that? It's like you've considered it, going, you know what? Yeah, so I'd probably be in the position where I could need to, so I need to analyse this early.
Yeah, I've got my escape routes planned.
Oh dear. Clearly there's a guilty conscience there for something.
It's been 18 years, so much.
Josh, I've just put you in the green room and added myself back in. So just wave if you want to come back in. Yeah. So no spoilers on WandaVision, Steve.
Oh, no.
No. Apart from it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
I'm not going to tell you about Magneto. Oh, whoops, sorry.
He hasn't turned up yet.
I don't want to know who's turning up, when, where, or anything. I want to watch it all just with a clean slate.
All good.
Haven't you downloaded
social media is not your friend.
Sorry?
You guys haven't pirated the rest of the episodes yet?
No,
They're not
because I'm a
released
good
yet.
person.
What are you talking about?
I would never pirate anything.
Are they actually released? They're not released on the bay.
Okay, you can believe that.
I choose.
I talk about rumors, but I doubt it. I doubt that.
Disney's stronger than that. That they wouldn't have any early access to those sort of things.
Yeah. Speaking of rumors and stuff,
I'm going to Google it.
The LAN, the Lego Ambassador Network, has started cracking down on leaks and rumors for news websites and plugs. So if anything's posted in MUGS beyond only set numbers, then we will have to remove it as part of one of the conditions of LAN. So any leaked images or photos of sets that are not officially released by Lego or in an official retail store yet, we need to actually remove. So if anyone is caught posting stuff and your post will be removed from the MUGS group. Just throwing that out there.
That's always been the case, though. It's probably
it's
tricky to enforce, though.
Yeah, they're coming down harder on news websites and LANs that are doing it now. So sharing more leaks and information. For instance, the Wonder Woman 1984 set was released early in Australia, and it wasn't meant
There's
to be.
one of them in 1984 set.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just the one.
I missed that.
So
let me turn around and.
I had it built, but I actually used parts of it for my brickvention creation.
I didn't even build it. I just took the parts out of it, took the figures.
Ah.
Yeah, I wanted the figs.
Yeah, that's the set.
Yeah, it was a better set than the movie was.
Yeah. I only just saw it last weekend or so, or the weekend before. I don't know. Anyway. And
spoilers.
I loved the first one.
I saw the first 10 minutes.
I'll
Of it.
just-
It was free.
Yeah.
On my Telstra TV, it was free on the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is probably the best part of it. So I don't need to see it until it hits
What's
Netflix.
the first 10 minutes?
The shopping mall fight.
Oh, it's the McBeal CGI baby, isn't it? In the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the sequence that starts it off, isn't it? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
DC, but they just don't know how to do live action movies sometimes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Justice League reboot or Snyder Cut. That.
Oh, so much hype around that. It's just heavy,
Skip up.
DC. Craig, you had the speaking of DC and DC movies, you had that Batmobile you had earlier. Was that from the upcoming movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
Dusty.
Oh, shut.
Oh, Black Soul.
It is a bit of a nasty version
Blow
of
the
the Batmobile, though, you know. Nothing will ever compare to the 89, you know.
Yeah, but I like it. It's a very raw sort of, like, I know a lot of people are like, I don't know. It's not a Batmobile, but it is. It's very
real grungy.
Yeah, like it's a real car. At the end of the day,
Yeah, it fits a year one take on the character.
Yeah.
Well, has anyone seen this one? Batman: Soul of the Dragon. It's a new animated movie.
No, but is that like Enter the Dragon? Is that basically what it is? Enter the Dragon, but with Batman?
It's got a feel about that. It sort of has that sort of feel through it. But the reason I bring it up is Bruce Wayne, without any spoilers, Bruce Wayne doesn't actually drive a Batmobile as such, but he's got a hot 70s car very similar to that. So I think you'd actually enjoy it. There's a lot of tricks and things in it, like a Bond car sort of thing, but it's a muscle car. So I recommend checking that out. And, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good.
There'll be a part 2. Has to be a part 2 for it too, because it sort of leaves on a cliffhanger.
Not long ago.
Only just released last couple of weeks.
Yeah, added to my list. Does anyone watch Batgirl, the TV show?
Is that the one with Ruby Rose in it?
It was. She got replaced as Batwoman for season 2, but this is the Batmobile for Batgirl season 2.
So yeah, that's cool.
It's
But
like
at the end of the day, it's a real car. Like, you know, it's
that's the new black Batgirl.
Ah. So did Ruby Rose get just chucked out, or is she Oracle, or what's the go?
Officially, she died in a plane crash in the series.
Okay. So it's not just a replacement of an actor; it's a total character replacement.
Yeah, it's completely new character. So completely new Batgirl.
Is this the non-verbal Batgirl?
No. She's just like a black chick who found the Batsuit in the plane crash and is now Batwoman.
That's pretty much how
as you will.
Is that seriously what they're going with? Like,
I found a bat suit.
Greatest American hero
in
style.
the plane crash, yeah.
Believe it or not, it's just her.
Oh, hear the themes like that, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
like Ruby Rose version of Batgirl in season 1, and I've started watching it again in season 2 just to see what the music's like, and it's all right. But, yeah.
I feel like they've covered the Bat universe a little bit too much, so I started watching it. I just didn't grab me. So yeah, it's not like WandaVision. WandaVision's something fresh, something different, and there's so many questions, so many theories. And I've actually spent more time watching YouTube this week, watching people's theories and Easter eggs and whatnot about WandaVision than I've watched anything else. So for a half-hour show, extended entertainment, I guess.
I really hope they do spoilers show sort of like behind the scenes of WandaVision after the show's finished.
Like an explanation.
Explain some of the little things they've added in.
It's funny. You watch these people explaining their thoughts and theories on what's happening, and you go from, okay, that makes sense, to watching it to the next person going, well, that's just all irrelevant. And you're like, I can actually understand that. Someone's looked too much into this area. And you can get sucked into all these different theories. But
it's actually interesting. Each episode has a number somewhere hidden in the episode which relates to the comic number of what the episode is based on. So if you look closely, you can find like references to the comics, and
there's still that expectation of a big reveal in the next episode too.
I think that's taking it a little too far in terms of Easter eggs, but there's definitely the sense that it's created by people who truly, deeply understand the form and the tropes and everything going on within it. So that's why, like, a lot of what we're getting is red herrings and not necessarily like they're misdirects. They're openly misdirected.
Yeah. You know what? When you think back to Pixar and the way when they create a movie, there are Easter eggs you don't find for many, many years. Like even just there's a room number that the original guys that worked that created Pixar, there was a room that they used in like college or whatever it was, and that was the number, and they actually had that as a number represented during a lot of the movies. And it's just so weird to have these Easter eggs that until you understand it, the reference, you're like, it's just a random thing. So, but it's all connected. So it's really deep. And Marvel have got the ability to do that too.
Well, anything connected with Disney does that. Like, even just in their Disney animations, like you see the two people from Tangled that go to the coronation of Elsa.
Yeah.
So you just see the back of them, like little bits and pieces like that. Or you see, there's a few of them where, it was in Brave, and the witch has got all these figurines, and she's got one of, I think it's Monsters Inc. She's got Sully or... Like just a few things like that.
And the
I love it when they do that.
That appears
it's in everything.
So Steve, we had a request back in the chat to show us your Lego City. Are you in a position to show us your Lego City?
I can. I haven't done a great deal. Got a really, really long table to play with. So. Everyone's got to go by the movement. Sorry. It's not really. This is the area that I've got to work with. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. It's 1.8 by 1.8. Really, the only thing to finish the outside of the police station and the fire station.
Are you going to do the Avengers Civil War fire like?
No, that's just a random thing that's been put there. So see, this side here. I'm pretty happy with how the roof turned out.
Okay.
There's some weird shapes on the roof. It's the other side of the police station. Nothing's finished. So I'm really liking these cars. Josh actually put me onto those ones. So I'm sort of doing some houses over here. So just working on like 3 at a time, and yeah, I'll put them on this side over here opposite the police station. It's really not going along that quickly at all. There's no reason to rush something when it's just for fun.
Yeah. Well, you are technically at school now, so you don't really have that much time for Lego, right?
No, absolutely. Yeah, so first week back at school, and yeah, it's crazy. 25 years between studying, so if I can do it, anyone can do it. No, it's not Gotham City.
What are you studying?
Youth work. So yeah, I figure it's something I think we're going to need a lot of over the next few years with all the trauma that we've gone through. And I guess our kids, they're an extension of our trauma, aren't they, really? So they cop it from all fronts. Yeah, sorry. There was a question there about the roof or something.
No, just Fleur saying that it's a great job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I wanted something just different. I like the idea of having things just randomly look different. So yeah, so I want to put in like a supermarket, some office buildings, a beach. It's more of a town than a city. I know a lot of people do cities, but I like it a bit more quiet, I think. And the idea is to have things sort of open on the outside. So the buildings on the outside will all be open, so Mason can come in and play. So give him the ability to play with it too. Yeah. Wasn't meant to be a tour. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Sorry. The door prizes are online in the MUGS group now, posted by the MUGS group admin. So if you wanted to go along and comment, you can potentially win the door prize this month. Yeah. So yeah.
I was going to ask, just with the town and people who build those sorts of things, has anyone looked into the new road plates that Lego have put out?
Steve City is full of new road plates, even though he said he would never use them.
No, they're not road plates. They're base plates or road plates, I guess. I haven't used the new ones yet. I've used the crossovers. I really love the crossovers. They're great for a speed bump and obviously a place for the figures to walk across safely. I hope to use them probably more as like an overpass, I'm still trying to find my way through this city, how I'm going to design it and do it. But yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that's going to need support. I mean, we all do, but yeah, I think it can be especially hard for kids. Like, for us, we take advantage that when we were kids, we were able to go out and come home when it was dark and have dinner. Kids today don't have that ability. They don't get the freedom that we had. Yeah, and rightfully or wrongfully, I don't know if either. There were a lot of incidents, I guess, in our history. How do I word this right? I'm not in class at the moment, so. But yeah, I'm sure there were incidents that weren't spoken about when we were kids, but a lot of it was sort of just ignored. And now I think we're a lot more aware of the dangers, so the kids just don't get the ability to go out and be themselves and explore like we used to. So yeah, being trapped in lockdown makes it even harder.
Yeah.
On the bright side, though, I mean, back in our day, they would have been. I mean, we would have had, lucky to be having dial-up internet, and we would have only had 5 channels on TV, and
Yep.
If there's going to be any time you want to be stuck inside, it's the days of everyone has devices, the internet's fast, you don't have to load pictures line by line by line by line across the screen.
Or a phone.
You can do things like this, yeah.
Mobile phones were a thing when I was a kid, so if you had to be home by a certain time, or if you weren't home by a certain time, the other siblings were sent out to get you. So it was like you're in trouble when you get home. So and they couldn't wait to tell you.
Time street lights were on, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you know, kicking footies on the street or playing cricket in a court or something like that just doesn't happen anymore. So I don't know. Life's changed.
Yep. I have Michael in the green room. Would anyone like to sub out? For
I can check me out.
So, okay.
Kale, you're okay to swap out? Okay. Welcome back, Michael.
Hello, thank you. How you going?
Good.
What did I miss?
Not much. I spoke for about 20 minutes.
All the spoilers about One Division.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not watching it, so don't worry.
We were
Go
just
ahead,
about
spoil
to move onto Tinder, so you're here at the right time.
Just kidding. Well, it is Valentine's Day, so
yeah, obviously I'm here
how
for
is that
tips.
whole Tinder thing happening for you?
And this is
love in all the wrong places.
This is Michael's time to shine, people. And Dan's come in and given him lockdown, so he can't go and enjoy his Tinder. I mean, his dating.
I like your theory about Dan not having any plans for Valentine's, so he had to lock us down so he couldn't. I think that.
I think he's playing a very, very high level game out there. You know, he's just.
Yeah. There aren't any actual cases. It's just that, you know, some very important people didn't have Valentine's.
Yeah, like Friday afternoon, he's like looking at his briefcase, going, "Oh, damn! I forgot to go shopping today. What can I do? I can't go to the service station again this year and grab stuff on the way home. I'm just going to lock down the state."
He's a busy man, Dan.
Seems legit.
He is busy. And I'm tipping that there's a reason we're in lockdown, to be honest. I don't see us getting out of it for a little while.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, hopefully you have lots of Lego to keep you busy.
Yeah, part of me is hopeful a little bit. Part of me is hopeful it will just be the 5 days, but yeah.
Look, worst case.
I'm going to go with 2 weeks.
Best case, it's 5 days, and same as South Australia, same as Western Australia. Yep, it's a pain to do it, but the alternative is it's rampant, and we're suddenly in lockdown for 6 months. So
yeah, I read a Huffington post on Instagram yesterday from ICU person from America. It's just a reminder of why we're doing what we're doing, because the situation over there just. No, it's just horrible what's going on.
It is easy to forget, isn't it? I talk to friends all around the world, and a friend of mine, Sai, over in Ireland, like they've been in lockdown for a long time now, and there's no end in sight. But their numbers were massive, so we're very lucky. Even at 700, we were still lucky that it only got to that. So
America has had snow days before. Now it has virus days where we lock down. Like, we've got virus days, we lock down, we don't send anyone to school. Like, we don't have snow, so they have to come up with something creative.
And the reality is, I mean, you can blame all politicians and all these sort of things, and systems and whatever else, but it's people transferring. That's at the end of the day. People need to move. You can't just stay stationary forever.
Yeah.
So it's something that we have to adjust with. So.
Like at the moment, like part of my job now is COVID safety officer at a council venue, and I'll walk into a room and I'm like, "Put your masks on," and then they go, and as soon as I walk out, they're back down again.
Does anyone watch
I just love the people who wear the mask with that. And I saw this really great comic.
I love how it protects their chin. I'm like,
yeah, well, there was a comic that came out.
Yeah.
There was a comic that came out right at the beginning with someone saying, look, it's as if, like, you know, wearing your mask underneath your nose is kind of like also wearing your underpants with things hanging out.
Yep.
And now every single time I walk past someone who's got their nose above their mask, all I can see in my head is this comic with the man wearing his underpants with something hanging out. and I just crack it every time.
It's like you've
Has
seen.
anyone watched the TV show Superstore?
Yeah, which one?
I'm watching it at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that pop up. I haven't watched it.
The latest season of Superstore, because it's a show set in like a Costco style warehouse show.
Last season too, so no spoilers. We haven't got.
Oh yeah, no. Well, there's only one spoiler, one minor spoiler. The latest season, which is season 6, it's the only show that I've seen that has mentioned COVID, and everyone throughout the whole season is wearing a mask.
Good.
So they've actually incorporated it in their whole show, and it's not just for one episode; it's across the whole season. That
it's probably their own COVID safe plan of how do we continue filming.
I think that's what we need to normalize it in media, and TV shows and stuff, and not just have it as a once-off episode of, "Oh, COVID's here, we defeated it." Yeah, it needs to be okay. The new norm is wearing masks, and it's really good.
Between the bushfires last year and then COVID, it would have been a great year to be in the mask industry. Realistically, prior to the bushfires, no one was wearing masks ever, apart from doctors, obviously.
I know Wade can feel this one, but anyone with sleep apnea that wears a mask while they're asleep, wakes up, and then they have to go outside and put a mask on again, you feel like Darth Vader. You do. You're constantly wearing a mask. So even when you go to sleep, you need it for health. So,
that's it.
Okay.
I think that's one of the benefits of working from home. I've found, like, people are like, "Oh, do you want to go in the office?" I'm like, no, I don't really want to wear masks all the time. At least when I'm at home, you're in your little safety box. And
See, at least you don't have a beard. When wearing a beard with a mask, it's like
I tried to grow one, but
try.
Jeez,
Well,
point out my deficiencies, why don't you?
It's not like anyone else on the panel has facial hair. Hannah, do they? Actually, Michael has too. Are you letting us down?
We're in lockdown.
Shave. You shave, it grows back twice as fast.
There's like a little extra beard in the set that I'm building right now, so I'll just hold it up and pretend to be a blacksmith. How about that?
Are you building the blacksmith at the moment?
Yes, I literally just opened it. I'm on step 9, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
It does look like a nice build.
It is, although I read that apparently it's kind of based on an old one that had a goat in it, and I'm epically disappointed.
We don't talk about goats in mugs.
The idea set had the goat in it, and then they took the goat out of it when they built it.
Yeah, so because it's based on an idea set, they had a goat in there. It's been confirmed like 6 or 7 times that the goat mold is broken, so they can't recreate the goat, and they don't want to do a new goat. So
I don't understand why not, because goats are amazing.
So if you really, really want a goat, send a beg letter to Darren and Coralie, and if they're watching, I think Coralie and Darren have got about 50 of them. So
Who is this person I need to bribe?
Yeah.
He didn't invest in.
How can they be bribed?
This is
he didn't invest in Bitcoin. He invested in goats.
Invested in Lego goats.
Yeah,
and he's done better.
Yeah, they broke the mold.
So we should start Goat Stop.
Yeah, Goat Stop. Exactly.
I don't know that we're going to stick it to any fund managers that way, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to buy it.
Lego's, I think, the closest I'll get.
I'm too afraid to ask because I think they're that nice, they might send me a free one, and I really would feel guilty, so I'm not going to ask for one.
You've put it out there now.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. No. I've got an elephant. I'm happy. I've got an elephant, some camels, and some ostriches.
I like my elephant.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. I think I've got to go. I think I got the original. Yeah, no, because were they in Medieval Marketplace?
Yes.
No, the mill.
No, they were.
Oh, the mill. Yeah, I've got one there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the mill.
They were in the cows were in the marketplace.
I've got a few pigs too.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess one topic I don't think you've covered is, of the 4 what are we all into? What are we going to vote for, or what have we voted for? The four options.
Getting in that.
Bionicle.
It ended. That vote ended now.
Has it ended? I mean, I voted on the first day, so I was classic Castle all the way.
Yeah, Castle, same.
See, I have a theory, and my theory is they haven't done classic space, classic castle, because licensed themes are taking over those niche markets. So castle has technically been represented as a theme in Harry Potter because they've got the Harry Potter castle. So
And
they
the
won't
Disney castle.
do. Sorry.
And the Disney castle.
Yeah, but it's technically being released as a castle.
There's a difference between Harry Potter and medieval. You're looking
I agree.
It's massive.
I agree. But because they've got a castle on the market, the average person who buys Lego for their kids will go, "That's a castle. We can buy a castle and it's Harry Potter. Done."
This is not going to be
the same for space. Like City have done space sets, so they don't need to do space again. Pirates, they've done a couple of pirate sets now.
This will
Maybe.
be a limited run, though, won't it? This won't be a massive release.
Yeah, no, it's a single set. Yeah.
So it's not like they need to market it to the whole of the Lego family or Lego market out there. There's a specific market that this is going to be marketed towards. So
And it's going to be nostalgic adults. That's who it's going to be marketed to.
And like the amount of complaints that themes were missing, like Fabuland and Space Monorail and all that sort of stuff. If they were there, they would have come out. But Fabuland is getting not a reissue, but a version sort of in the new video stuff.
Fabuland already had a re-release when Chima came out. That's what I say anyway.
Yeah, and that's
updated version in Chima.
Yeah, and the new video stuff that's coming out next week, which will have all the faces and the different sort of animal style things, I think will be okay. So, Bionicle, Classic Space, Pirates, or Castle? It has to be Castle, right? Right.
Well, I think that. Michael, what were you? Michael's going to go Classic Space because he's a nerd.
I like space. I like space. I do like space, but I don't know. I'm torn between castle and space.
Really?
I didn't have much castle as a child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have been.
I'm thinking you're going to go for something that you had as a kid that was something you miss. So
well, what I wanted was just that set. That's all I needed. Just that set.
The monorail.
All I want.
That's the monorail.
The monorail pieces weren't actually produced by Lego. That's why they don't re-release them.
They don't have a mold.
Yeah, they don't have the mold. It was actually produced by a third-party company. So that's why they got
the mold they have is in their shower. So
the mold
recreate. It's not beyond them to recreate them, though.
Yeah, but I do like classic. I do like classic space because I love building all the spaceships and that, because no matter what you did in classic space, no one could tell you it was wrong. You could just build whatever you wanted, and it's just fun to be able to use your imagination and not be constrained by anything or anyone.
Classic space has a foundation, right? It's history. Whereas, not classic space, classic castle. Classic space, on the other hand, is like, yeah, no, we know that that's not how space works now. We have a better understanding of the technology.
Open-faced helmets, no visor. What are you talking about?
Quite work.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just hold your breath.
Yeah. No.
You get your back on there.
Yeah, but no, I'm sort of keen for either. But I'm absolutely torn. So, and pirates. Oh my goodness, pirates! I want pirates as well. I've got the shelf of ancient history. If you want to see it, this is the. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
If we got your head out of the way, we might be able to see it.
Are they sealed?
No, they're not sealed, but they got all the parts in them. So
I was going to say, is this your pile of shame from when you were a kid?
No, this was the pile of victory. Because one of those is my brother's, and my brother was told that he's not allowed to have any Lego in his house. So I'm just like, oh, I've got both now.
Yeah, see, Michael has his old pile of shame, which is Lego, and his new pile of shame is photos of conquest. So this is where he usually turns his camera off.
Well,
I knew it. Sorry, guys.
I only go, everyone.
Enough lately, so.
The Jackstone Galador.
You broke Greg. Well done.
Yeah, you broke.
Well
me. I'll catch you all later. See you, everyone.
See you later.
Wow, do I feel guilty? Maybe I should go. You guys stay.
It's
See
like a 3 p.m. stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
I think it's probably, well, it seems there's a fair amount of nostalgia for Bionicle as well. I mean, I don't have any nostalgia for it because I was already an adult when it first came out, but it seems like, yeah, younger adults probably got a fair amount of nostalgia for it, and it certainly was when it was available, really beneficial to the Lego company themselves.
I'm glad I was in my dark ages and slept through Bionicle, to be honest.
So the biggest problem of a Bionicle set, I think, is the lore behind it, because Bionicle was really based on like the history and the lore of all the masks and the characters in there.
It's the cultural appropriation of the Maori culture that's really the issue when it comes to Bionicle.
Yeah, and having that single standalone set where it'll be great for nostalgia for people who grew up with Bionicles, but for people who weren't around at that time or don't have the history behind it, they'll see it as a cool mech that's cool, but what will they do with it? Like, there's no history behind it. So
there's no reason stopping them producing one of each of the top 4.
Oh,
there'll be a market for all of it. So, and that, what the speed in which it sells out will show which is the most popular.
And they could do a limited run of each set, like 500 sets or 500,000 sets of each one, or limited edition.
500 sets would go so fast.
Yeah, 500 sets is like not an option. 500,000 sets.
Yeah,
I don't think 500 sets would be. Yeah, I don't think 500 sets would stretch through the employees of the Lego company themselves, to be honest.
I don't think it'd be financial for them to be able to only do it.
Wade would still get one of each, so Wade would find a way.
Two of each.
Yeah.
Two of each. No, Bionicle's an interesting one. I missed that one completely, but when I was at Brickfest a couple of years back and seeing what the Japanese builders were doing with Bionicle stuff. Oh my goodness, that was just amazing, just phenomenal. The kind of things they were building would just blow you away, and it's just so different to what we're used to down here.
Yeah, but some of the parts in Bionicles are still seen in sets to this day. Like some of the ball joints and ratcheted stuff and Technic parts are added in there, and yeah, they're all over the place. So
yeah, but I don't know, re-releasing the parts would be interesting, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who'd be interested in getting the part that they missed out on stuff.
Yeah,
I know there's a few collectors around trying to reconstruct some old sets and that. So
yeah, like, I think Bailey in Queensland has a set of the full masks, like the full Bionicle mask set, which is pretty cool. And I'm like, oh, do I want to start that collection? And then I saw the price of some of the masks. And,
do you need any more collectible sets their way?
I'm about I'm 70 out of 110 Lord of the Rings minifigs. I've got most of the hidden side stuff now. Sorry.
Cool. Wait, when you come back, we're gonna ask you about your NBA. Have you got a lot of the NBA stuff? You got all that stuff yet? I know you were collecting that for a while.
Me?
The NBA characters? Yeah.
No, I'm never collecting those.
Oh, I thought you. I've been collecting them.
No, I've Is that a segue? I've got a couple of the torsos because the purple in the torso only came in that set, and that's used for the monochrome figures.
Oh, okay. That must have been what you were after then. Yeah, I got a few NBA players.
Feel a torso to wipe it clean.
Got some from Jamie in Bendigo, and some more on Bricklink, and yeah,
nice.
I like them.
Are the NBA players taller sized, me think? Because I feel that they should be.
Springs. They've all got they've got the springs on them. Like I'll just grab a random one, and it's Shaquille O'Neal. So actually, and their arms are longer, and they're designed so that they can hold a basketball, so you can shoot them.
Oh.
So pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And fight Cody Rhodes.
Sorry?
Cody, Shaquille O'Neal's going to be in a tag team match against Cody Rhodes.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
AEW?
In AEW, yeah.
I don't watch them all, but Jace, who's probably getting drunk, not watching this anyway, but he'll tell me about it. So, yeah. So no doubt I'll hear about that one. But that's cool.
I wonder if
Shaquille O'Neal in the wrestling ring.
I wonder if we'll get sets for Space Jam and they'll have the springy legs or something.
Maybe. Interesting. Just opens the door up to the current day players instead of going back in time. Because these are close to 20 years old now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not many of these guys would still be on the court. I don't think any of them.
No.
Yeah, I suppose their elastics still work.
Yeah, Shaq does. I don't know if he does commentary, but he's got like a panel program where they discuss the NBA. So that's why he's still solid in the public eye over there.
They move into it. It's like any sport, the AFL players, cricketers, all those sort of things. They all move into it. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's what they know. Like, you need a commentator that really understands the.
Well, they can understand the position or the timing, the pressure that people are under. So, even if the game's changed, it sort of never changes that much, does it? Bud's my fig. Yeah. Be interesting with the because there's a Marvel release coming, isn't there? We've talked about that one, or is that still under wraps?
Not allowed to talk about stuff like that.
No, it's all right. It's okay. I thought it was revealed. So
no, nothing revealed.
Okay.
There's rumors of collectible minifig series is coming out, including that and Looney Tunes and stuff. But they're not rumored and not confirmed yet.
Okay.
So
we can't talk about what the rumors are, but we could talk about what we'd like to come out, I guess.
It's true. I have prequels in the back green room.
Okay.
I'll jump out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm scaring one away here.
I always have to run away.
No, I was thinking of just wandering off for a bit anyway. So.
Okay, no worries. I'll swap you out. Thanks. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
how's
Matt.
everyone?
How are you, Matt?
Good.
How you doing?
Second lockdown. Beautiful day, but inside.
You look like you went and got the haircut before lockdown. Good man.
A couple of weeks ago, starting to grow back.
You knew what was coming, eh?
Or maybe
First
you just
one,
got
I
the
didn't
flip.
have one at all last year. It was getting a bit wild.
So what are you up to today?
I've just been watching the stream and finally got hold of the computer, so I thought I'd jump on. Say hello.
Are you building anything?
No, I finished the blacksmith earlier on in the week.
The blacksmith. Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the build.
Yeah.
Hannah, look away now. There's some spoilers.
Let me.
Oh, pretty.
Very
It's already
cool.
been top so it's missing a few pieces.
It looks way better than my version.
It's a lot bigger than I was expecting.
How do you find
It's
the figs,
so
Mac,
cool.
compared to the old Black Falcon?
I like the old figures better.
Yeah.
Just maybe because it's smallest. But the new ones are still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is there an interior? Could you show the interior as well before we put it? Don't put it down. Oh no.
Any what? Sorry.
Check the figs first.
They've got
a bit more detail.
metallic on them, don't they?
Do they want to focus?
I think maybe if you cover your face, it'll focus.
Yeah, hide your face. It's focusing on your face.
No.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there's a lot of detail on those.
Oh, a lot of detail on the legs as well.
Yeah, just even on the chest, it's so different.
You may have ordered 150 of them.
I went out and picked the pieces and they weren't there, so hopefully they come back on.
Wade got them all.
Yeah, Wade got them all.
Might have to get them off you, Wade.
I think I got about 12 or 14 of the originals, but I haven't got this set.
Yeah, got the little cart.
Yeah, it's
with
cool.
the shield.
The shield is cool. I like the shield.
Yeah. The horse is pretty cool. I like the colour.
So is that a new colour on the shield?
Yeah,
it's more
shield's
black
got
and
silver on it.
grey.
Yeah, normally they're blue. Or they're yellow as well.
Yeah, they used to have that other sort of thing around them.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Not going to focus.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got a couple of
I can get more of the minifigures. I'll definitely be trying to get some more of them.
150.
Yeah, I managed to order 150 of the figures, 50 horses, and yeah. So I'll have stuff.
Are we expecting a castle mock for Brickventure next year?
Depends if you talk to the right people.
I know.
Well, I've already started on. I've got my Beach Tower.
Well, I've got bags of orange spacemen and now castle figs, so it's going to be space versus castle. It'll be the pole playing out in real life. Yeah.
Wow.
And hopefully, I don't know if we're allowed to say, but I saw something coming up with some upcoming sets that had a 3-in-1. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it.
Officially, not announced yet, so we can say what we hope is coming up in a 3-in-1 set, but not what is coming up.
We'll save it for another time.
I understand that there is a similar set coming up that was like the pirate roller coaster, but for castle. Is that right?
I haven't seen any pictures. I just saw the title.
Yeah. So yeah, the speculation and people are hoping that there will be a 3-in-1 castle set coming up, similar to the pirate roller coaster, but nothing has been officially announced or confirmed.
Cool,
So,
definitely something.
I hope it comes out in the ideas. So.
And modify and
Maybe
create
get
something bigger.
Yeah, it'll be good to get something like that.
What awesome colours!
Hopefully instead of roller coaster track, there's monorail track.
What sort of colours would we be thinking that would make for a good a good build like that, Matt, for the track?
For the track?
On what tracks might work for that sort of thing?
I don't want tracks. I just want grey or light grey.
I haven't seen it. That's what I'm asking.
No, I haven't seen the picture, so I don't know. I didn't even know it was coming with the rail.
Oh, okay.
I just want the castle.
No comment.
All right, I gotta check out. See you later, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. See you next time.
There's only Michael.
Enjoy your Valentine's Day.
You've exhausted it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ah.
Good job adding me back in. Adding you back in.
Yep, there we go. How you going?
Yeah, good. Sorry, juggling the people in the background. Hey, well, if you want to be added back in, let me know. You look like you're ready to show us something.
I'm happy to jump out if you want to add someone
Damn
in.
it, I was going to say the same, Hannah.
I don't know if Kale can hear me right now. Did you want me to add you back in to show you were going to show something, Kale? Just wave if you were saying yes or no.
In our mind tree.
He can't hear me. It's okay. I have Veronica in the background though, so I might add Veronica in.
Okay.
Oh.
See ya.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
How do I exit? I don't know how to
I'll
exit.
put you in the green room and swap you out.
Wayne will juggle us around.
Sure.
All right.
Bye.
Just a second. Hi, Veronica.
Hey, going?
Hello,
Good.
Veronica.
You wanted to show
Hi,
us something.
Steve. I miss you, Steve.
Oh, I miss you too, Val.
This is what I've been sort of building. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I can turn the camera. Somebody would hold it without it falling over. Hang on.
Oh, lost you.
Oh, God, I keep changing it. I don't know how to do this. Oh, bugger. All right, I'll do it.
We can see your screen.
That's okay. We've got to look past that.
Okay.
I love that you've used so much of the different green without splashes of other colour. I think it really highlights the depth of the greens. I really love that.
That's pretty cool.
And there's some bionicle parts in there.
Bionicle balls.
Yeah, bionicle balls.
Are those Christmas decorations in the background?
Yeah.
Just getting ready for this year.
I haven't got that far yet. Jeez.
No, they're for 2021, right? You start
Yeah,
decorating.
I'm early. It'll be here before you know
Also-
it. I'm getting ahead early this year.
Whatever sparks joy.
That's it. That's it.
I think. I'll tell you. Anyway, I'm just going to barge in here. I found another mock I've been working on. I did this one only a few days ago, maybe last week.
Okay.
It's the new Beach Rescue ATV. I made a few modifications to it. The one that came out with the new city line, I've modified this one a bit to be a bit like the ones on Bondi Rescue.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I'll start with the UTV itself. Trailer can.
I love how you're doing the surfboards on the side.
Yeah, because as you know, the ones at Bondi Rescue have these. They're called rhinos. They're sort of this weird UTV. I think UTV is different to an ATV. But fun fact, actually, that all ATVs are going to start looking like this. Because I think it's the ACCC have actually put on a ban on, because the fact that there's so many rollover fatalities with quad bikes, they've put it compulsory to put a roll cage on.
Yeah, there should be too.
Yeah, it's silly.
And seatbelts. Seatbelts as well. Should have seatbelts as well.
Yeah. But anyway, so of course I'll show you. Then we have the Bondi Rescue Board, the rescue ball, which it's partially accurate. I've actually used skis.
The camera? That's so cool.
I've actually used the skis from the standard city skis you get, and I put 4 of them together. Try and get the look of a rescue board. There's not much else on the. So what it is this tiny little thing. That's how it's built. It's got the little clip, just clips, and a few droid arms. Using one of the slopes, and the board just slots in there.
That's pretty cool.
As well as we've also got the
Like it wasn't a patient.
yeah, got the utility drawer with the life vest, because the next part of the build I've designed is the jet ski.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've just enlarged it a tad, pretty much. So now you can get a full turning, bit easier to turn with the jet ski on there. And of course it comes off. And I've installed a bit of a rescue, the rescue sort of, the whatever it is, the little pad thing that you find on the back of it. The rescue
little thing.
I forgot what it's called. The rescue board. No, it's not a rescue board. Something along those lines. A thing that people can grab onto.
Is this something they drop in for other people to sort of get onto until they can be rescued?
No, it's different to that. I think it's most rescue jet skis actually have a very similar design to this, because what the design of these are is that you have the driver there, and what the driver can do is they can maneuver the ski for people to grab onto the back. There's an accurate name for them, but I'm not sure what.
A water trailer.
Sure. Anyway, they're meant to grab onto this thing that sits on the back.
So if they're panicking, they don't drown the driver. If you grab them.
Pretty much. It's much more dangerous to have two people on a jet ski than having someone at the being towed by the back.
Yeah.
Then I also, as we're talking about newer sets, I actually picked up this one.
Okay.
The prisoner transport set from later City Police, which I was really hoping they would do, not still go with this city design, but I'm thinking I might start modifying this eventually, giving it a few more details, but
Speaker's not straight.
There's a few little issues I really would have liked Lego to fix. I'm probably going to patch that up. I'm gonna probably patch that up there. And they could have stuck a tile in there, I reckon. With the action feature that fires it off the back, it's a nice little thing, but there's plenty of room. They really could have stuck an extra tile there.
Okay.
Just because I feel it kind of gives it a bit of a negative, because as you can see there, it doesn't actually have a full. The plates don't fully get there, and of course, it gives you this very awkward. It just looks odd.
Yeah, a little gap there.
But it's an easy fix.
Does it
So
modify it.
I might start. We'll probably start modifying that soon.
Yeah.
Or I might do it now, actually.
Cool. So I built a couple of things yesterday, knowing that I wanted to move into building some houses and stuff for my town, not a city. So I built these two. They're not mocks; they're actual builds.
Oh yeah, those things.
Yeah, is that the modern townhouse set? The new modern townhouse?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this one, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of open windows and whatnot. Whereas the older style, might work more. A bit more security and whatnot. Yeah. So again, I'm not going to use these exact models. I'll do something for myself, but just to get into the feel of different colors and parts usage, I guess. So I haven't really built a house before, and I'm limiting myself to less than a 32 by 32. So
cool. We have Tom sitting in the background. Can I swap some? All right. No, Veronica, bye. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Not too bad. Just thought I might come along for a little bit.
Awesome. We can just barely see you from your camera. You're yeah. Are you working on anything or building anything today?
Yeah. I'm building a little like medieval style
Ooh.
build,
Wow, cool.
and then having a little cart sit here, like so, and then building up a cornfield on this side here. So I've just got a few little corn stalks going.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's pretty
cool.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be building medieval. Like the medieval blacksmith has inspired a lot of people.
I
Not
wish.
me.
I really want that one.
Hannah is building it in the green room at the moment, and Matthew, I think, built it. Yeah,
I built it.
I have it sitting behind me to build.
I think I've actually just fixed the hole, as I was just saying.
Okay.
You can see there. I've actually used some studs, some clear studs, maybe to indicate the reverse lights, and I've just moved. It still fires off the back if you want to keep that feature, and I've just moved this part back a bit to cover the.
Yeah.
Which is, I'd say, it doesn't actually overall. It doesn't actually look like a bad vehicle.
Yeah.
I get if you really wanted to, you could modify it.
Yeah.
Because if you want, you could maybe even make it into a pod truck. If you really wanted to, because if it's this easy to put, if Lego have been able to do a pod like this, because of the action feature, you could technically do it for other things like a dog squad pod or something like that.
Reminds me a tad like Deadpool 2, where they've got that prisoner transport vehicle, with all the prisoners in little pods.
Yeah.
So could do something similar.
Mm.
Don't know if you've seen. You might be too young, Ben.
Yeah, I've got no intention of probably ever watching Deadpool.
No, it's not. It's more just about the vehicle.
It's not. It's personally not my kind of movie, but
that's okay.
Fair enough.
I can imagine. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would have to say I don't like about it is the fact that the back casings, they haven't put back casings on it, which kind of it's a bit odd. But then again, I can fix that relatively easily.
So how do you actually separate the two? Do you have to pull it off, or is there a button?
There's a mechanism up there.
And you push it down, do you?
Yeah, because the set originally gives the crooks dynamite and a car with a tow ball on the back or a little crane.
Yeah.
No point for guessing what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But there's this one.
That reminds me similar to the old sheriff station in the Western. How you blow up the jail to get the guy out. You push the little dynamite 1x2 printed tile in, and it pushes the suspension, and it just separates the jail. It's really cool.
There's also one other weird part. I honestly don't know why it's in the set, but it's cool in the spec. This.
Oh yeah, it's the new it's a 2-plate tile high brick.
It's baffling.
Yeah, it's a new part.
It's pretty cool.
Lines on each side.
Mm. And finally, the other good thing about getting this set was I finally got a Duke Detain minifigure. Not that I ever wanted him in the first place, but he basically comes in every single set.
Is he from the TV show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Lego City guy, the people actually have names.
Yeah.
They've got all sorts of, and of course, it's not actually a bad minifigure, but
okay.
I could say that the police body.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Are you and the person who added the police torsos in Lug Bulk?
Probably.
Probably. Okay.
No, I added two of them.
Yeah.
I didn't add the ones with the one from the architecture, but I added the police diver suit and the more British style, which the white and that white police body is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because
with Lag Bulk, you have to order a minimum of 50 of them, right?
I know.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just making
sure. That's a bonus for me because I'm seriously running out of police.
Yeah.
To keep up with my police vehicles, and I'm constantly building.
Yeah.
And that would be, trust me, I think plus having, if you get the police body, the dive bodies, you know what I mean? Like the police, since they're finally doing a police diver body, I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Having a whole dive squad would be awesome.
It's the best way to get them because you're buying them from Lego Direct. You're not likely to 50
When does the ordering for Lag Bulk start? Wait, do you know?
So we've just got the list or the parts. We voted on all the parts that closed a couple of days ago.
That reminds me, I can move you up to my new Lego desk.
Travis is reviewing the parts at the moment. And then once we've filtered out parts that are on Lag Bulk or we don't have a huge call for, and we'll talk to the people that voted for those parts. And then hopefully within the next week or two, Annie and Travis will post it in the Lag Bulk group. So, yeah. So
where's that Lag Bulk group? Because I've only got the email. I'm not actually on.
Well, that's not good. Send me a message.
Matt, message Annie and get it. Message Annie and get her to sort it all out for you. I reckon.
Not everyone will send Annie a message.
Not everyone is involved in Lag Bulk, so
just anyone who's.
That reminds me. Has anyone else? You know the new reveal that I'm pretty. I'm not sure if it's an official. If it's legal.
Better check with Wade.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about leaks or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's technically because it looks like it's an official Lego.
What sort of theme is it?
City. The Crooks hideout. Big dynamite one.
The new one.
Yeah.
I don't seem to have remembered it being in the news. If you've got a set number, I can have a look and see if we can talk about it.
It's the.
Put it in private if you can find it.
Wayne, can you come back? Because I've got to go and do
something. I've got to pop out too.
I'll go see if I can quickly find the set number.
Okay. Sorry, who is running away?
Yeah, I think Matt and I both had to. I've got to get going for a bit. Might come back soon.
No worries.
I'm just going to pop out for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll add Matthew back in.
Here we go. It has an official. So it has an official number. So it's set number 60278.
60278.
Yeah, it's got an official set number. So I'm not sure if that's technically technically classed as a leak or
no, it's been revealed. It's on. It's been revealed.
Because if we can bring up a picture of it, I can point out something that people may not have noticed. First up, there's a little thing that I really want. There's one part in it that I really want to get. If you can zoom in, or bring.
I can't zoom in. Yeah, this is all I've got.
All right. Well, if you can see next to the traffic lights, there's a police officer, and a police dog, and the part there, as you can see there, that new molded element.
Oh, the harness.
Yeah, that's actually.
Oh yeah, that's not new though. That's in the city sets for the blind dog.
Yeah, but it's interesting how I've actually seen they finally put it in a Lego for the police dogs.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be that's what I'm trying to say is that it looks pretty good on a police dog.
Yeah, it'll be in a few different sets.
Yeah, it's probably, that's the good thing, that it's probably not going anywhere too soon.
Yeah. So this is one of my parts. That's the green version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great to see it. Because have they done a black one already, or is it only?
No, it's a new part for this year.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's going to be.
I think that the image that you shared there with the wedding rings on it, or the rings on it, giving away what you've been looking up. Wade?
Sorry, what?
There was an advertisement for rings on the Lego, that set looked up. And Hannah's suggesting it's related to your shopping. You've been looking up rings?
Because we've been talking about Valentine's stuff. Honest, true.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I finally managed to get the mammoth. That happened to be on my desk.
Nice.
So I got the mammoth.
Nice. Speaking of Valentine's Day and themes, I'm going to share the mock competition entries that we've had so far. It does close at 4 o'clock if anyone wants to enter. So we'll go over the 5 entries that we've had so far. Now remember, if anyone is in the chat and you see your mock here, please don't say that it's yours because it's anonymous voting. So the first entry that we have, the theme is I love mugs, or mugs of love. So the first one is I love mugs. Okay, pretty literal, pretty cool. Second one is a ring box with the mugs 20th anniversary mugs brick. Hey Andrea, the mugs bricks are getting used.
I've got mine.
Are they official Lego pieces? Or?
Printed.
Yeah, well, sorry, the brick. Are you talking about the mugs brick?
Yeah,
they're modified because they've been printed on.
Yeah, so we did a run in October for the 20th anniversary for mugs because
I snapped mine up.
Yeah. So yeah, we did a run and they're official Lego bricks.
It's just custom print.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a mug rainbow, not rainbow. Mugs joining each other. Interesting.
Social distancing, maybe.
Social
distancing coffee day. There we go. I wouldn't have picked that. Then we have Larry the barista with
whatever that is.
Is that a coffee machine?
It looks like a coffee machine. Yeah,
that's pretty clever.
His true love.
One true love, the coffee machine, coffee love. And then we have the mug shop. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen those pieces before.
That one was from someone that's been in the chat earlier.
I wouldn't
know.
No
guesses there.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, there are 5 entries at the moment. You still have time to join the competition until 4 o'clock, and then a poll will be put up sometime today or tomorrow, so where everyone can vote on their favorite.
You know what? I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to modify this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and make it, stick a crane on the back of it to make it into a bit of a crane truck style, which would be.
Hey, Wade, if you want to put someone else on, I'm just going to disappear for a minute.
No worries. All right.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on the new Imperial shuttle that's coming out?
Hey Hannah, I've added you back in. The new Imperial shuttle. Is that
the
Star
Wars one? Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah. So I'm gonna close some blinds because it's a bit blurry.
I haven't seen it honestly.
Star Wars is not my wheelhouse, so I don't know about it. I know what an Imperial shuttle is. I haven't really looked at the new set though.
Is that the one? Yeah, I don't see it listed in up and coming products yet.
It's in the. It's on the Lego website. I've seen it.
I've seen images for it, and I'm pretty sure it's released.
Yeah, it's coming out 1st of March.
That's why I didn't even think to ask. It could have been even in the Lego catalog.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. It's another Star Wars Imperial shuttle.
Yes.
It has its place.
Like, Star Wars just seems to repeat the same builds.
I mean,
there's
yeah.
limited sources.
How many versions of the Millennium Falcon are we going to get?
Too many.
Well, that's a question in itself, because since there's not going to be a new Star Wars movie. Well, in a way, there's no new continuation from 9.
There will be Star Wars.
There's like
Star
Wars programs coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not continuing with the saga as such, but there's still going to be Star Wars video movies.
There'll be movies from thousands of years before the Anakin.
They've just screwed up the sequel timeline. That timeline.
Anakin does become Darth Vader. Sorry for the spoilers out there. Yeah. I know it's roughly.
Oh my god, I haven't seen it yet. Jeez.
Wow, Hannah, sorry, bad luck. Build a bridge. Build a bridge out of mine.
Yeah. Also, who's Luke Skywalker's dad?
No,
oh my god! Oh dude, I was talking to a friend of mine at work the other day, and her niece is about 9 or something, and she said, she's been giving her the Harry Potter books to read, but because she's reading them quite early compared to her friends, she's reading them all for the first time, and we got to the point where she read the book where Sirius Black dies, and she's devastated. I'm like, oh my god, are you actually going to give her the rest of the books? Because we all know what's coming, but at the same time, if you hold it back and she doesn't read them, more chances are that her friends are going to read them, and she's probably one of the few people in the universe who hasn't had it spoilt for her yet about what happens. So
I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but that's
Get out.
Then again,
sorry.
I watch the movies.
I don't. To be honest, I don't mind them, but it's not. They're not bad, but it's not my day to day.
You're breaking my heart here.
You look like you're on a bouncy castle, Ben.
It's actually. I'll show you what it actually is.
Yeah, ball. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steve mentioned earlier the old Wild West set that had the jailbreak, and it turns out that's actually the one I've got. So I can give a practical
old mechanism. I
give you a practical demonstration. It's got.
To the one I was talking.
Wasn't it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you put the.
I'm just going to
put that in, and the part that pops out is falling off in the box. All right, cool.
Great demo. Okay.
Oh, I've got a few Wild West sets out in the garage as well. They'll get a rebuild at some point.
All right, I'm just gonna.
I just saw the chat, and I'm so sorry if I just spoiled some Harry Potter stuff.
You're
for
just
people.
naughty.
I'm really the worst. I'm sorry.
Take two.
I can't believe you said Dumbledore dies. Seriously. You said that, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I very specifically didn't say that. Oh my gosh! Well, now I'm not the worst.
I don't even know.
It's terrible.
I don't even watch them.
Just before that, one of the books came out. I went on the website, and this guy speculated that a major spoiler that actually does happen in the books was going to happen. And when it did happen, the whole world was like, "Oh, you spoiled it." It's like, no, I just guessed.
Yeah.
Anyway, second shot.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, put the 1x2 tile in, and
Yeah.
I think that works better because it's a little bit less subtle.
It uses suspension on that one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a spring in it that pushes the part up. Yeah. Yeah. And similar.
I think actually I got mixed up. It's not that he died.
Now, Hannah.
They changed characters between movies.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Yeah. So everyone, it's all rainbows and sunshine and all that. But the books are way better than the movies, I have to say it. So if you've only seen the movies, you're just letting yourself down.
You're missing out on too much.
Why does
too many characters? There are so many characters that you just don't even get the opportunity to know and love. Like Peeves.
Is it different? Is it different? Does like Dobby live in the book?
There's so much. I'm not going to say anything. I will not be led into spoilers. But there's just so much to it, and I love it.
But that was obvious too.
Old Mads.
Sorry, I have to ask, if you're only on the start of book 2, is that building the new Harry Potter books and you're only on the start of building book 2? That's what it is, right? Because, yeah, anyway.
You just have the whole series.
That's too funny.
Sorry. Keza asked before if you can buy the giraffe from the safari wildlife tree separately. I've done a bit of Googling and no, it is part of that set. So you'll need to buy it as part of that set.
It's not even on Bricklink or anything.
It's not an individual molded part. It's a brick built giraffe. So you'd need to buy the parts to brick build the giraffe. As far as I can find out.
Or you can just get the instructions online, so you don't necessarily need to buy the set.
Yeah, correct. And you may be able to find it on Bricklink eventually.
Here when it comes out.
Yeah,
on Bricklink. As
Can
it
I
will.
ask Cole in the chat, have you seen the movies, or are you haven't seen the movies? You're going with the books first, and if so, why? Why is it taking this long? I feel like the books came out 15 years ago, didn't they?
It's been a while.
More than that. There was a 20th anniversary of the first one was when I moved to Melbourne. So that was like 4 years ago. So,
have they been out that long? They haven't been out that long.
Yeah. I remember like reading them on my school bus to go to school. And I think I only got into them just before book 4 was released. So, there was 3 books ahead of it.
I do remember buying book Order of the Phoenix was the first book that I actually bought and read. I'd seen the movies up until that point, and then I read all the books.
You wouldn't have understood it all. You're like reading that book for the first time, going, who are these people?
I bought into the hype of reading the book at the time, so I just had to buy the book and be one of the cool kids to have the book. And then,
Funny story. So there's a bookshop on some road in some place in Melbourne, honestly. Anyway, still learning Melbourne geography. But they had a 20th anniversary trivia night where it was a Harry Potter trivia, all based on the books, obviously, the school style. And I may have won said trivia night. But the thing that really was hilarious was, it was hard trivia. And so you had to know a lot to have gotten high points.
Yeah.
But the prize for winning it all was the Harry Potter book set. And I'm like, clearly I already have this.
So did you win?
I did.
She heard herself just then patting herself on the back.
It's pretty much my greatest claim to fame in life. I've peaked. That's it.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh.
So we can throw in
that's
some Harry
almost
Potter Lego trivia questions in our next Lego Harry Potter or next trivia night and see.
it's almost as good as me winning last year's MUGS 20 years trivia competition. Largely because I've been around for most of those 20 years.
Very true. Yeah.
You got to celebrate the wins. Got to celebrate. And you have permission to ride those wins for at least, 10 years afterwards.
Fair
enough, I guess.
Cool. All right. Is there someone in the background that is wanting to come back on? Take my chair.
If you want to run away, Steve, you can run away. It's all right. You
I
can
need
just
to run away. I've got things I need to do. I wasn't going to jump on for this long.
Okay.
You have.
I have. All right. Thanks, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you didn't get anything for your significant other. They didn't deserve it anyway. So.
Well, last night was supposed to be my sister's 40th birthday party. No, last night. Yeah.
That is, again, thanks, Dan, for getting us out of all these things.
I made pavlova.
It's been postponed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to guarantee that all of your significant others are expecting a makeup event. So just giving you the inside scoop, it is expected.
They can expect in one hand and something else in the other hand and see which hand fills up first. That's what I'm going to leave you with.
Well, that's all well and good, but next time you're asking, hey, can I buy more Lego? Just see which hand you want to be full.
Who asks to buy Lego? Just buy it and tell them you want forgiveness. Seriously.
Hey, I had to get a dog to get out of the last Lego purchase, so
Yeah, I'm still getting the blame every time that Wade comes home with new Lego. I'm minding it for Steve. I'm like, no, you're not. Don't tell lies. Have you not used that excuse before, Wade? Silence is confirming my it's validating my point here, isn't it? He's not frozen. He's just not saying anything.
No, Wade's just seen. Have you just seen the comments in the chat?
Old man was his last comment.
Pretty poor Valentine's present there.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh wow.
Hopefully they recover soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your friend. It's not a great Valentine's present.
Hey, at least you got something. It's a gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? All right, I'm going. I'm going to get in here. See you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Hey, Kale, we've added you back. Hello.
You're muted.
You are muted.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
You have stuff in the background that I thought you wanted to show off before. Did you want to show off stuff in the background? I don't know.
No. Maybe I should show you the bookshop. Everybody's been talking about the bookshop I built this year, a week.
I just saw photos of that on Brothers Brick. Bring it on.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. Hang on, I'll get it.
Okay.
Well, just quickly, what do you guys think I should put here? Yeah, here. I got my cornfield, got a well.
Hold on.
I'm not sure. This space is just a little empty. I'm not sure. No,
chickens.
Oh yes, chickens.
Chickens.
I think I have one chicken. One chicken.
Oh,
you need a flock of chickens.
I only have one.
Oh, also, do you have a snake? Because cornfields are renowned for having snakes in them.
Yes, I do.
Can you build a cow, maybe?
I think I have a molded cow. I think I do.
Cow would work.
Yeah, I have a polar bear. I could put a polar bear.
I don't.
Yeah, polar bear would do nicely.
Polar bears, sorry.
Polar bear could do quite nicely.
Polar bear in a cornfield.
You've got your bookshop, Kale?
I did. I found the bookshop. Was it on Brothers Brick, was it?
I thought it was. I thought I saw something.
Yeah, I remember seeing something in
there. So, what can you explain about it? You need to talk us through this bookshop.
Okay, so I ended up with 2 copies of Birch books due to a series of coincidences. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do with 2 copies? And so the original Birch Books is only a half module. And like it's 16 studs wide. I'm like, oh, well, the obvious thing is expand it, and if I'm going to expand it, what else am I going to do with it? And so mostly I've tried to keep the basic essence of the set.
On the table.
I know, I was trying to disconnect this and now I'm just going to have to do repairs. I'll tilt the camera and so we'll get a little bit more of a look there. But yes, so one of the little features I wanted to add was the book on the front, which is now totally broken off. I'm going to have to fix that up. And yeah, it's like, I wouldn't consider it amazingly complex or complicated. Because as I said, mostly I wanted to keep the essence of the original set, just make it a little larger and kind of have a little bit of fun with it, including the lettering there. Just got the pink stuff back on. Let's see if that works. Yeah. So, like...
Does it have interior?
Not exactly. I made sure, I don't know if it'll show up. What you see when you look in the windows there is you see bookshelves.
Okay.
There's not really anything in there. And the second floor is pretty much empty. I'm going to put some empty boxes in, mostly because bottom floor doesn't open up at all in the current configuration. Second floor does, though. You can lift. And you know what? I'm probably risking danger and breakage if I do that right now, so I'm not going to. But yeah, let's see. Little rooftop garden there at the back. So, So, but yeah, mostly I just wanted to keep the essence of the original set and just expand. And that's kind of
really cool.
And it got a lot of attention this week, so I probably will be on the Brothers Brick if it hasn't already been. So, so
great idea.
Yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Okay.
Always need more bookstores.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, Kindle bookstore, isn't it?
Okay. So So the procedure for being on Brothers Brick is they just find a mock, do they, and just sort of showcase it. They don't get in touch with the creator at all.
No, like they'll credit you properly and everything, but they like they're very busy on Flickr. There are people already in the community, and they'll likely be following the other creators. I know more than a few from the crew are following me on Flickr, for instance, and that's why most of their content comes from Flickr as well. It's just that obvious link there, because the amount of content they push out is huge. It's not necessarily always the lead time required for it either. So, yeah.
And you're able to submit your mocks to get featured on their page as well, if you wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I saw it on there. Might have been Instagram, maybe, that I saw it.
A few people have shared it already. I've gotten tagged in a few places. So. Yeah.
No, it's a good job.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Now if it's gone quiet, I don't know. We can go back to talking about Harry Potter. I prefer Snape's arc from the movies. He's not quite the jerk and the bully that he is in the books. He's much nicer. So,
I think he has more depth in the books.
What's your take?
Because the depth you get in the books, you get all the character development. Well, he is, but I mean that is part of it. Is that he's not supposed to be a nice character. He never was a nice character, and whilst yes, he does have a redemption arc, he's still a jerk to an 11-year-old. Like let's be honest.
Yeah. See, in the movies, it comes across more as it's tough love, which helps that arc.
But it's not a tough love. That's the thing. He seriously has this conflict because he so vehemently hated his dad.
Yeah.
And And he almost has to show hate, otherwise, all his, mates in the Death Eaters will be like, "Hey, so why are you being nice to Harry?" Because it helps feed his cover as a double agent as well.
Fair enough. I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter. Like, I like it, but I'm not a huge fan. And I thought his arc out of all of them was the whole lovey-dove arc. And yeah, I didn't think it was that great. Anyway, are we doing spoilers? No, Steve, we're not doing spoilers. No spoilers.
What's the expiry date on that? I mean, it is 20 years old. One of the best-selling books in the world. Who doesn't know?
Yeah.
Our kids don't know. Our generation who are just starting to have kids and introducing them to Harry Potter. I mean, that's going to be the most
movies
exciting.
with my little guys.
Yeah.
Hot take there.
What?
That's I don't know about that. I disagree there.
Nicole hasn't read the book or seen the movies, so we're not allowed to spoil it for her. I feel though that you feel.
So there's this kid Harry that just will not do what he's told and gets used as bait for the Dark One.
And he's like a lightning rod.
It's a fairly accurate summation there, Kyle.
And he's protected ops to keep him safe in the most dangerous place in the world for him.
Hey Josh, we just added you back in. We lost someone.
Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I watched the movies. We started watching the movies as a Scout fundraiser when they first started coming out.
Yeah.
Look at all the Scout families and chip in and make some money and watch all the movies, and that's been enough for me. Apart from the Lego, which I haven't bought any of the new stuff, but I have noticed the development from the early sets. It's a little bit like Star Wars, where the very early sets were really basic, but definitely come a long way through the various iterations over the decades.
Yeah.
I was watching Kale's stream when he was looking at the Burrow a couple of weeks ago, and I got the original. I got the original of that set, and Kale was making all these comments. I was like, "Well, it's certainly come a long way from what the original was."
Yeah, the new Burrow is really nice. It's so faithful to the movie version. There's a lot going on inside, and it does it all in only like it's 1,000, barely 1,000 parts.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm trying to sell Harry Potter Lego sets, so I'm trying to get rid of them. I bought lots of
I don't know that I could ever get rid of Lego. I'm just not capable of it.
When you have too much Lego,
is there a thing?
Yeah. Wait, what do you want about too much? What is this nonsense you speak of?
There's a classic formula for determining if you've got too much or enough Lego. And the formula is the N+1 is the amount of Lego that's the perfect amount to have, where N is the current amount that you have, and +1, obviously. And then, when you've got too much, it's the calculation of D-1, and that's how much you'll be divorced for, -1 set. And there you've got the perfect amount of Lego to have.
Well, as I said before, I'm at that point.
Kids Lego, I swear.
We don't have kids, but we may one day.
And so the Lego, I started this whole Lego thing with I'm going to buy some Lego, build it, and then give it to my nephews. And now I'm like,
how's that going for you?
No, don't have any of those yet either.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting close to our 4 o'clock time, so we might start wrapping things up a little bit now, if everyone's okay. Tom, did you want to be added back in? Josh, I might swap you out with Tom for the moment here. I think he's got some questions about his build.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, thanks for
See you
joining.
later.
See ya.
See you, Josh.
Hey, Tom. I've added you back in.
Hello. I'll go grab it. I've just moved rooms.
Oh, okay. I thought you were... Yeah. So yeah, we might wrap things up at around 4 o'clock today. And see, how it goes. Thanks everybody for joining in today and joining us for the first MUGS meeting of the year, February. If you haven't done so already and you want to be part of the Future of MUGS meeting, there's a post in MUGS about the future of MUGS. So if you want to send an email to the email listed there, we're going to have a meeting on the 27th of February. Whether that's in person or via Zoom, it's still to be decided. And we'll discuss how things are going to work in the future for MUGS. So if more people there, the merrier. We'll have people talk about what we're going to be doing this year for MUGS, obviously COVID pending, and form some sort of committee or some sort of group to talk about the future of MUGS. So that those details are listed on the MUGS group, as always. So Tom, did you want to show us your what you decided with?
Oh, yeah, just wondering, is rabbits acceptable instead of chickens? Because I could not find my chicken.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just need to add a
I
roof.
can see the snakes in there too.
Yeah.
The red snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks cool.
I gotta add a roof now. Yeah, roof.
Okay. What style are you going with for your roof?
I think more of a flat roof, probably in dark tan.
Okay.
That look good.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you at next MUGS meeting with updates and showing us what.
Oh, it won't be around. It will be like destroyed by then.
Make sure you post photos on the MUGS group then, before we can see how.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool. All right, we'll wrap things up then. Thank you everybody for joining and those in the comments. I've tried to keep a real list of everyone who joined through the meeting for passport points. So all the names that have appeared in the comments and anyone who's appeared on the channel, we should have passport points. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in a month's time for the next meeting in March. And if not, the Future of MUGS meeting, if you wanted to join us for the Future of MUGS, it's on the 27th. Just make sure you send an email through to info@brickventures.com to be part of that, because it is invite only due to COVID restrictions and numbers. And yeah.
Oh,
All right.
when will we find out about more info from that email address?
For the info at Brick Ventures for the Future of MUGS thing. So I got a response from the email address saying that you've been confirmed. I think Andrea will send out emails eventually. I'm going to say before the time. Andrea, if you're still in the chat, we may need to clarify that, but you'll definitely be contacted before the time. If not, just make sure you comment on the post again. I think you're the guy.
I'm pretty sure I did the right email address this time.
Okay, cool. So if you haven't heard anything by a couple of days before, just make sure you comment on the post, and we will, make sure that you're involved in it. Because I know you've sent an email through. You should get a response from Andrea soon. So, So Andrea said that an email confirmation will go out to confirm if you're there. if you think you have sent an email to the correct email address and haven't got a response, I'd say 2 days before the event, just comment on the post in MUGS and we'll reach out to you and get that. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, we might just wrap things up here then. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks everyone.
Bye.